4 more days until my ban's gone. I've got around 6 points already. So I think I've got another two before I get banned. So the headphones, all of a sudden, over the last 3 days, there's this constant buzzing in the headphones. Like it didn't do that. So obviously the people who are hacking, they don't like the fact that I'm using a mic. So obviously they want me to stop using the mic, you know. So it's just letting off this airy static sound and buzzing all the time. You know? Like, it's pretty annoying. I can hear it in my ears all the time. Like. Let's go lose a draft. This is my first draft all year. I don't play the draft because I'm just gonna go in there and give away. I end up giving away the win. That's all that's gonna happen. But they're just gonna fucking overrun the team. And they're gonna come up with some way better team than mine, way more chemistry. I mean, everything's gonna be in their favor. Better team, better chemistry, the whole fucking thing. I'm gonna get some shitty team with either the back line is out of sync or the back line is fucking crap. Or the back line is very good. The forward line is crap and out of chemistry. Something. It's gonna be something.
we are going to, even if it means resulting in a loss here, I want to just really figure it out. You know, I really want to be in a position where I'm like, okay, I understand the crossing angle. So I think maybe even the cross type. So far, I've only been doing like a regular cross. Let's try the R1 cross. No, let's try the L1 cross. Oh, that's better. It's a shame that that went to Perlo. The L1 cross there, very, very, very nice. Get this ball into Baltimore. Llorente, Baltimore. L1 cross. Oh yeah. Oh man. Is that Varane? Yeah, that's tough, isn't it? That's tough because Varane and Van Dijk might be the guys that I'm gonna have to catch out rather than anything else, right? Well done, Eden Militao. Defending very well here. It's nice. I'm running off the field there. Yes, he is right. This is where we catch it. This is where we get the okay. That was just a regular cross. I just tapped it. I just wanted to dink that one in, but we didn't get what we wanted out of that one. I've made a bit of space here. I've made a lot of space here. It's actually like pushed a lot of players up the field here as well. Brilliant. Right now, we've got counter. This is us. This is us. Come on. Let's go Baltimore. Okay. Doesn't matter. Use. Oh, I just wanted to play on. I was going to say we used the strength of Kerr. Had no luck. Right, 1-0 up at the half. We've scored off of a cross. We've scored off of a cross. Now, obviously, we're focusing the crossing in this game. And so we're not looking for anything else. And that's a bad idea, right? Because A, it becomes easy to defend and super predictable. But B, it's very one dimensional. And even if it's not predictable, if it's just not working, it just won't work, right? This guy's got some really, really good defenders. We're going to bring Holland on. We're going to bring Miroslav Klose on. And I'm also going to bring on guards to try and get some whip crosses from the midfield. But if you use it in the mix as an option rather than as a focus point, when the crossing option's there, you know you've got it. When it's not, you can do other things, right? You can play down the line, you can play the 1-2s, you can play the cutbacks. If the person's like really focused on one Holland, if the person's really focused on like central play, you can play like wing play. No, let's get one pass on. There we go. And there's Haaland. I see him already. Yep. Oh man, if you ever come up against Van Dijk, probably just don't do it because Van Dijk is, in my opinion, the best centre back on this game. There's Baltimore whips that one in, and there's Van Dijk again. Not that I think Klose would or should be getting that regardless. But see, that's where I actually had Haaland there, and I didn't have a good person for the whip cross. This is it. That's it. And do you know what? It didn't work out in terms again of the person that we crossed it to getting the chance, but it did result in a chance. Maybe it needs to be like a I just want to change the angle, like where I'm putting the cross in from, because I don't know. I feel like I need to get it like closer to the edge of the box. Good D. Good D. That's really good defending, that is. All right. This is the angle I want it from. Gonna wait until the defender had maybe like pushed first. Maybe it's like the way we're set up as well. Maybe we're not like getting the runners in. Maybe it might just be the way we're set up. It might be better to do it on like a 4-3-2-1. One pass door. That's tough. That's tough. What a tackle, right? I read that really, really well. What a great defensive play. What a great tackle. And it just did not result in me actually coming away with the ball, which is a bit of a shame. Right, go on, Holland. This is where we need you, buddy. And see, I feel like there's already no chance there. But there is a chance there. Oh, nearly, nearly. We're going to stay committed to it as well, right? Even if, as I say, even if we lose this game, what I'm not enjoying I suppose I've got no stamina on Anthony. What I'm not enjoying is I'm not
I don't
enjoying
know where
the
I don't know
inability
where
to
Di
get a
Maria
good
is
cross.
getting that chem point from because there's
Maybe I
no
need to go
Argentinians on the
to
pitch that I can
defence.
see. And Benfica, no. I don't know where he's
Maybe I
getting
need to
that
cross
chem
it from
point
such a
from. There's
wide
no
area
manager there.
from inside the box as an
Fucking
option.
uh,
Now this guy's got zero stamina on his team in the 70th minute, and so we should be good in the back end of this game regardless, right? Here, there's Haaland, right? That's the ball. There's the option. Now it hasn't again resulted in a proper chance, but the ball, the options there. That's what I kind of want. It's just such a shame that we can't like maybe it's the formation. What is this guy doing? We've got to really try and like hold the possession whilst being at 1-1. The last thing this guy wants is going to extra time. He has zero stamina on his players. Not that means anything sometimes in this game. We go. There we go. That's it. Here's Odegaard. Now we've got the chance. Now we've got the chance. Not working how I want it. Oh dear. Not working how I
excuse
want
me.
it either. There. Okay, we've scored one goal from it so far. That's pretty poor. I can't even lie. Right, here's Baltimore. Here's that back post. And there's that goal. And I know it's the corner technique, but it's even just having somebody that has the capability to cross the ball from the corner. And again, it's just a good thing to have in your team, right? Somebody that has, I know Ed Militao, I don't know what if he has like aerial capabilities or what, but it's not who I would want the ball to go to. I would want like someone like Holland to be standing at the back post there. But
Unless in
even
draft
just
you
having
get one
somebody in your
extra
team that
chem
has
point
the
for nothing.
pace
It must be the
and
case,
somebody that
yeah.
has
I
the
don't know.
aerial
They must
capabilities
be giving you one
would
chem
be
point regardless,
just to
just
be really
for
getting
putting
those
them in
extra
the
bonus
draft, innit?
corners. I see that corner technique there. I don't want to say it's like a guaranteed goal. You're going to get a rebound goal. Jesus Christ, yeah. I don't want to say it's a guaranteed goal, but I see it scored so commonly. So yeah, it's one of those ones where it's like I would happily just have one physical player and one width fast player just for the sole purpose of having that. Now this guy literally had zero stamina on Kalulu. Unfortunately, don't have anyone to cross the ball to. Right, where's Holland here? Oh, Baltimore at the back post. See, that's just not what you want, is it? You want somebody with a bit of height.
So I can say, look at me attack and look at me defense. Complete shambles, man.
Nice. Right, nice. Got the counters here. See, Baltimore again, but we're going to whip this one. And we got it, and it was the whip pass. It wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't what I wanted. I wanted to score headers, but it still was, I think, efficient enough
So the manager gave him two Kempers, like,
that it
unless I'm
works.
not seeing properly.
There's
I
Haaland
don't know
now.
where the
See,
Italian kid
right
is
there.
getting
That's
Kemp
the
from.
key. That is what I
So
wanted.
unless they've changed the
Maybe.
draft
And again,
system
this
where
might be in terms of like
you
learning
get one Kemp for
the
putting
certain
it in
mechanics work. I think
and
it's
one
something
from the
like that.
manager, but he ended up manager, if the
And
manager
it
is the
does have to
same
work. The
nation and
certain things
league,
are going to work.
he gave him free
And
Kemp for
the
nothing, guys. I
inside
don't
pass
understand
there,
what's going
maybe
on
the
here.
angle for the cross. Where's
So unless
Haaland?
he's what is it
Where's Haaland?
zero
That
Kemp
works
now?
as
Like
well.
what is going on there?
Um,
I
which
mean,
is
goes
quite
to three
nice.
there.
So the first goal we scored from
I've got to
Sandro,
go with him, haven't
beautiful cross, perfectly like put into the near post.
I?
who is it, Bompastor there, and I saw Kerr, who's
So
actually
can I just put anybody in anywhere? Is that how draft is
absolutely
now?
perfect
I've not
example
played it once.
of whip pass
Look,
and
he's on
aint
free Kemba.
someone with like really heavy and double capabilities working
That's
well.
crazy.
Let's squad the back post cross.
No
It comes from
way.
whip pass from
So
Baltimore.
Vinicius has
Kemba's
gone
played it on
down,
the back
Kim.
post. We're going to have a look at him in a minute. If he's got like a physical and aerial ability, that is why he's won that header, which is good enough as
That is
well.
madness.
We then scored
Anyway,
with Baltimore. This again comes from the whip pass. It's not what I want to score. It's not how I want to score. But it's another good option when when the player is there on the other wing in so much
so I'm
space,
going.
because
This
you've
is
got
how
those
far
players
down
on the
there.
wing as well. You're just more likely to find that crossing
Transcreation,
behind the man. You
position,
see,
forward.
this was the
We'll
one
leave it
where
on
Aint
balance, long
played
ball.
inside first rather than playing that down the wing to Ronaldo. Sorry, to
55.
whoever number 7 is. Might be
Corners
Ronaldo
are about free kicks
earlier in the day, I
are
think
about.
it is. Instead of playing the ball down there first, then trying to whip it in. We went inside first, then played it on the outside. It was Llorente there. And now you can see Haaland peeling off at the back post, and that's where that cross comes in. Now, inside this
Agility,
guy was
center,
fast enough to do
aggressive.
that. We got whip pass, we got early pass,
Leave him on balance. Beckham,
and bang, it
get
gets a volley
forward.
as well instead of a header.
Cover
But in
center.
a game where I finally started getting it together,
Back in,
the
get
score
him back. They
crossing
want him
over
to
towards
cut
their
inside,
passes
cut
was
inside.
absolutely fantastic.
Di
Now Vardy,
Maria, down the
I don't want
line.
to just
Now I want
admit to
Di
say
Maria to cut
that
inside.
Pogba
You down
specifically,
the
again,
stay
terrible
wide,
when it comes
free
to
room,
the aerial
stay wide.
capabilities.
I leave it on balance.
He does. He has
Uh,
aerial and power header,
then
further like indicating that technique, that ability, that opportunity to play the game can be there. You didn't see a single cutback from me today. Not a single Travella, not a single finesse shot, not a single like skill move glitch or skill move cancel to open space. We literally just played it down the wing and crossed the ball in, and we scored 4 goals and got a comfortable 4-2 win. That is going to be the end for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And now, guys, I'm out. Peace. With Regina Blitz and Regina Blitz Giants, you'll see them in a flash. Fly to America for less with train.
hey, you already in it. I'm not even start playing it and they're telling me about flights to leave England.
Option to ethnically cleanse Gaza. How do you see the match going, Stuart? Oh, so this is what they were talking about. This is what finally put the light bulb on in their brains. I have to assume they were thinking about it until just now. Did they still have they yet figured out that there's real Nazis in Ukraine? Are they still? Oh, they figured out. I retweeted Saga because I don't you know it's really corrupt over there. I these people, these think tank nerds, dumber than a pothead jack off the media. We'll be reminded their players to start the game quickly, hitting the opposition back, playing the ball forward, and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Israel Culture magazine. So the Israeli Culture magazine Mechavit on Saturday published a leaked document issued by Israel's Ministry of Intelligence recommending the occupation of Gaza and the total transfer of its 2.3 million inhabitants to Egypt's Sinai Peninsula. The document issued on October 13th identifies a plan to transfer all residents of the Gaza Strip to North Sinai as the preferred option among 3 alternatives regarding the future of the Palestinians in Gaza at the end of the current war between Israel and the Hamas-led Palestinian resistance. And it's just like, look at the people in Jerusalem. We don't like his ways. We rebuke him. So you have to stand back and say, no. And that's why you have to like, we have to have a speech extra now. It's like when Trump put the Muslim ban at the airports. It's like, Trump, why do you think there's Muslims at the airports? It's because the United States, yeah. It's because the United States has been bombing the shit out of their countries for the last 25 years straight. That's why. Okay. So there's the Sinai Peninsula. So there's Israel, there's the Sinai Peninsula, here's Egypt. That's where they want to send them. Well, also Europe, also America. Right. And guess what? It's going to happen. So this is a leaked document from Israeli intelligence. This isn't someone making it up. This isn't someone making an accusation. This is someone reading a paper produced by the Israeli intelligence. Right. The document recommends that Israel evacuate the Gazan population to Sinai during the war, establish tent cities and new cities in northern Sinai to accommodate the deported population, and then create a closed security zone stretching several kilometers inside Egypt. The deported Palestinians would not be allowed to return to any areas near the Israeli border. The existence of the document does not necessarily indicate that its recommendations are being implemented by Israel's security establishment. That's right. Yeah, no, I know it's not. They want to. The Ministry of Intelligence, headed by Gila Gamaliel of the Likud party, does not control any of Israel's intelligence agencies, but independently prepares studies and policy papers, which are distributed for consideration by the government. And so it's not directly, so the Ministry, so it's the military, Ministry of Intelligence of the Likud party, and they don't actually control any of Israelis. So it's not the Israelis' own intelligence, it's the Likud party. So let me correct myself. Guess what? If it gets sent over here, that's as good as military news. That's right. So let me correct myself. It's not directly from the Israelis' intelligence, from the Likud parties, which is not the same thing. Okay, I'm glad I corrected myself. However, recent statements by Israeli government officials and actions by the Israeli army in Gaza suggest that the plan is indeed being implemented. It suggests that that plan, it looks like it is. It looks like, oh, there's that plan, and there's what they're doing. They look similar. I gotta give it to them. It is better than outright genocide. Yes. So, I mean, is that encouraging? Let's just shove them. But that does go to the end game, which the end game is they want that land. Yeah. So, since October 7th, Israeli officials have repeatedly issued warnings to Palestinians to move
Look
to
at the
southern
party.
Gaza in advance of a looming ground invasion. Israel has imposed a total siege on Gaza, cutting off food, water, fuel, and electricity. The siege, combined with intense Israeli bombing that has killed over 8,000 Palestinians, I can't verify these numbers, the majority women and children. Where's Bessie? It threatens to make Gaza uninhabitable. An official at the Ministry of Intelligence confirmed that the 10-page document is authentic, but was not supposed to reach the media. They are. They're just saying it. I gotta give it to the Israeli representatives. They just come out and say they know that they justify it. They don't ever hide it. They just. I told you I did a podcast. I love great guy, all these people. It was on Terry, was there, a bunch of New York people, and I kept calling it a concentration camp, waiting for somebody to go. Hey, come on, Kurt, that's not mine. It's not a concentration camp. No, not one person. Not one person. It's all. They gotta do that. They will tell you it's not a concentration camp, which is what I'm waiting to hear. They'll tell you why it's necessary to have a concentration camp. Try it. Try it at home. See what you do. Well, listen, the defense minister can come out and say these are human animals. And people like Jesse Waters would use this stuff like, why won't the Egyptians even take these Palestinians? I've heard that all up there. I've heard it over and over. Why don't the Egyptians? Well, they're not from the country. They're from the country of kicking them out of it. They might want to stay in. You know, the place they have a right to live in. But they're implying that even all Palestinians are bad by saying that, because not even the Egyptians. Well, I don't know if you know this, you're not supposed to intern with outsiders. So, according to a right wing activist, the document from the Ministry of Intelligence was leaked by a member of the Likud. Leaking the document was an attempt to find out whether the public in Israel is ready to accept ideas of a transfer from Gaza. The document unequivocally and explicitly recommends carrying out a transfer of civilians from Gaza as the desired outcome of the war. This is what the end game is. The breaking point is just
Alright, so look at Beckham now, yeah?
the transfer plan is
So
divided
I'm
into
not doing
several
nothing, I'm not going to touch it, I'm going to leave it at what the default is.
population in Gaza
So I
must
can
be
barely
taken to
see where the
stop
arrow is ending, yeah?
while
Where it's suggesting it's
integrated
ending, yeah?
airstrikes will focus on
So
targets
barely see it, so you can see
in the
they made
second
it
phase.
disappear towards the goal.
Ground
So you can't see where it's ending up. So I'm just going to kick it default, no movement, nothing.
Occupation of the
Just
entire
default.
strip from north to south.
You can't see where it's ending, and you're meant to see where it's the trajectory is supposed to be going.
Time as the Gaza Strip is occupied, the citizens of Gaza will move to Egyptian territory and will be prevented from returning permanently. It is important to leave the traffic lanes towards the south usable to allow the evacuation of the civilian population towards Rafah, the document states. The document recommends beginning a dedicated campaign that will motivate Gazans to agree to the plan and make them give up their land. Gazans should be convinced that Allah made sure that you lost this land because of the leadership of Hamas. There is no choice but to move to another place with the help of your Muslim brothers, the document reads. Further, the plan states the government must launch a public relations campaign that will provide and promote the transfer program to Western states in a way that does not promote hostility to Israel or damage its reputation. That's going to be good. That's true. Make college students feel unsafe. Make college students feel uncomfortable. Look, I'm always happy when start coming over. Don't you think the students might feel uncomfortable? The deportation of the population from Gaza must be presented as a necessary humanitarian measure to receive international support. That's what they're going to do. They're doing it right now. They're doing it right now. Such a deportation could be justified if it will lead to fewer casualties among the civilian population compared to the expected number of casualties if they remain. So that's how they do it. I expect all of them to be killed. So they're saying so just some. So now, yeah. So now some of them can live if they do this. This is helping. The document also states that the United States should be leveraged to pressure Egypt to take in the residents of Gaza and to encourage other European countries, and in particular Greece, Spain, and Canada, to help take in and settle the refugees who will be evacuated from Gaza. Yeah, well, maybe the governments was Ukrainian Nazis and Israel about things they don't like about. Despite finally, the document claims that if the population of Gaza remains, there will be many Arab deaths during the expected occupation of Gaza by the Israeli army, and this will damage Israel's international image even more than the deportation of the population. What are you worried about? I'm not allowed to boycott you even legally. What damage your image? When has Israel given a shit about their international image? They don't care. They have the United States military in their back pocket. They can leverage. That's what they're doing. For all these reasons, the recommendation of the Ministry of Intelligence is to promote the transfer of all Palestinians in Gaza to Sinai permanently. So looks. So that's not to say that that's what they're doing. It just looks that's exactly what they're doing. It looks like it's what they're doing. Because what it looks like they're doing is murder on the other. So
Oh my days.
this is also a crime, by the way. Right. At least it's not some absolute genocide. Yeah. It's they're going to genocide them until America and all the other countries go, okay, we'll take them. Yeah. Why don't they just go in and give them blankets that have typhoid on them? Why don't they just do that? Why don't they Andrew Jackson their asses? Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't seem like this was written by somebody who's going to go pick up a gun and go fight themselves because I think they're underestimating two things. The other Arab nations are going to get. They're not going to sit down. The people that they understand. the Yemenis. They're already starting to send missiles over. Hezbollah's not going to sit back. And you know what? It's not going to be easy. When they start going in there in these tunnels and these Hamas brigades come out and start killing these young Israeli IDF soldiers, it's going to put a lot of pressure on the government. And we're going to see how much stomach they have when their citizens get really pissed off that so many Israelis are dying trying to take back Gaza.
Their citizens are already mad. They're already mad that their hostages are not being released.
Exactly.
Okay, so they're not the old generation of bloodthirsty. Yeah. This ain't the same generation. This is the younger generation. And Gabor Mate talking about how he thought it was one thing and it made him cry. Do you think the kids, that's not going to happen to them? Because I promise you it will. Once young people are going to find out.
There you go, Buzz bouncing back to him.
Rick Overton makes a point. He says the PR push with Gaza evacuation that we just talked about.
Right, so get him to get Vinny Jr. sprint away, Vinny Jr. Sprint away.
After their leader signed the non-aggression treaty. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Nazis bombed them afterwards anyway.
Oh.
Setting up the false flag response. So when I went to Amsterdam and Rotterdam, you go to Rotterdam, there's all these new buildings. Amsterdam still had, so they bombed Rotterdam and said, right. You want us to do what?
Yeah, right. Well,
that's what I noticed anyway when I was there.
It's only back when they do it. In Dresden that we did was good.
When they do it, it's terrorists. When we do it, it's complicated war.
Right? Free Hong Kong throwing rocks. That free Hong Kong thing he said was a great point.
Yeah.
Because that's what a bunch of people throwing rocks at the cops. And China's calling them terrorists. And wow, suddenly it's a real turnaround. So really some picking and choosing going on, huh?
Well, George Carlin did this joke, I don't know how many goddamn years ago, 15 years ago, when he said, Israeli terrorists are called commandos. Yes. Palestinian terrorists are called terrorists. Palestinian commandos are called terrorists. Palestinian, I think he said freedom fighters. Oh, yeah. Palestinian freedom fighters are called terrorists. Israeli terrorists are called commandos. Yes. Yeah. George Carlin, hey, but you got to vote for Hillary and Joe Biden. You got to do it.
Did they put that in his documentary, by the way?
I'm kidding. I don't think that was in there. Oh, that's right. That wasn't in there.
Yeah. He would vote Democrat if he were alive.
That's what they say. They try to make it out that
he'd be horrified by Trump more than anyone.
That George Carlin would somehow not see through the bullshit of the establishment demonizing Trump and lionizing Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton, the most murderous MFers in the world. Come see us doing live shows. We're going to be in Levittown, Red Bank, New Jersey, Wilmington, Delaware, Covina, California, Burbank, California, Oxnard, California, Venice, California, Palmdale, California, Omaha, Nebraska, Des Moines, Iowa.
The buzz is going back to him.
Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all those tickets. Seatbelts on.
Look at him come back from score in a dying minute now to equalize the fucking game.
Who you recall, he was fired from where?
CNN? So after this, after this one's only 10. Oh, the next two are only 10. Bro, this fire, man. Thanks, bro. I hit a criminal. I'm like, you know what? We gotta get the holiday stuff going. Thanks, man. Dude, I gotta get on my grind here, Chad. I gotta try to get this Renzi done, man. The grind. Are you guys doing this evolution grind? 40 wins. It's 40 wins, right? Oh my god. Win 10, win 10. Crazy. You played 70 squad battle games in 2 days? Neighbor, bro. 70! Neighbor, let me see. So 8 minutes? 560 minutes before cutscene breaks. Holy crap, dude. You can't see shit. Oh, okay, so we just dropped overlay? That's kind of the point, dude. It's spooky. You don't know when the ball's going to appear or not. Oh my god, this press, bro. Oh my god, man. Rivals is just... I don't know how I'm going to get these 20 wins, bro. Oh my god, man. This game so defensive, bro. The AI is so good.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that fool in the background. So he's a part of the psyop team, you know. He might be from America. He might just look like a streamer. But he's a part of the psyop team, you know. So he plays a role with them and he gets to keep his platform and makes money off it. It's all a massive lie and scam that they put together.
So, oh my god, this guy's
They're crying about, the AI is so hard to break down. They're just saying it, you get me? Because there's people out there that they know they're fucking with, and if they keep saying it, you let the people eventually start believing it if you hear it over and over. You know?
dude. That's a joke, man. Oh my god, man. Rivals, rivals, rivals. It doesn't matter, man, because either way, bro, a draw doesn't do anything. I need to win, but it sucks. Fair play, man. This guy is the best defender I've ever played in my life. Nothing, bro. Jesus, man. Fair play to this guy. Crazy defender. I feel like I'm very
So I
unlucky.
came up with an England badge now against Manchester United, but they didn't like the fact that I won that game, so they set an even more difficult team.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean,
That was so boring. God, man.
yeah, look where I am and can't stop the ball, but they set an even more difficult team. And look at my back line. I think it's got Eusebio, Mbappe, and Ronaldinho versus my back line.
Campos, bro. Campos.
Yeah, now all of a sudden I can't move the ball. Just bang, 2 easy goals at the start of the game. 2 easy goals there. Just because I beat that English kid there with his England flag, so we're gonna Google what the English flag represents to British people. I mean, we're gonna Google what it represents to them. Innit? So all of a sudden, just watch this kid just continues to get in behind and just pump 19 million goals in the bucket, isn't it? Because guess what? They wore their badge and still lost. You know what I mean, look, they can't just all of a sudden I can't do anything to stop him now. He's trying to get me to quit.
Yes, Dino.
So it's this guy. So we're gonna Google what the British flag represents to Britain. I am screwed, queer, queer. So some homosexual kid.
Oh, there's pick. Just dragging R1. Oh, I got cooked. It's gonna be a kickoff.
Can't flick the ball over his head and back it right back to him. So easy for him. Man. So they upset that I beat the guy who wore the British flag, the 3 lions. British pride and all that. All of a sudden, I just can't pass the ball. I can't get out of my foot. He's just getting every ball. It's so easy, right in there. Yeah. 11 minutes in the game and I'm 4-0 down.
Theo is like unpassable for us this year, bro.
11 minutes in the game and I'm 4-0 down.
Somebody that's more of a salesman than me. Finally. Oh, 18. Okay, I have to get. Okay, 2 more. All right.
All of a sudden, Vinicius Jr. is useless.
I'm in the Elite Division playing Thiago Silva with an engine. What? No way, dude.
No, look at him. Look at him. Look at it. Look at it. Yeah, can't even just pass the ball out there. Eusebio is fucking intercepting balls and everything.
Bro, I feel like everyone I'm playing to is just a corner god. I have to really invest some effort into learning these. Oh shit.
No, that's not where I passed the ball to. Passed the ball to the midfielder that was running diagonal there.
This guy's cracked in the attack. Cracked.
Yeah.
Griezmann, no!
Look at his attack versus my defense. I'm obviously gonna get smoked, you know. Back to him. You know what I mean?
Griezmann! Dude, I need wins, man. I'm gonna play DVD and Mbappe.
That's why I don't play the draft because this is what happens all the time. They either give me a shit defense and fucking bronze attackers, and I constantly come up against that, innit?
Bro, this is all I'm gonna say. How do you have a
Yeah, yeah. Some super fucking defender, bro. Look at the game, bro. Like, he's got Ronaldinho, you save you, double teaming and marking and intercepting every pass, bro. Like, they don't even have defensive stats, bro. Like, why is it the AI interception with them so high? You know what I mean? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that, man. Look at the game, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can't for some reason can't control the ball. Through the middle for and he's gone over his head. Yeah. He missed. Fuck off. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. So this guy is another English guy from Manchester, where his dad rang up Greater Manchester Police and made a bag of false reports about I molested his daughter and probably various other people and how I robbed his house, you know. I gave some description that looked just like me when it was his own fucking kids who did it, racist white fuss. So look at the game, bro. He's got Tommy Yasu, yeah, versus my look at the game. Yeah. He's got Tommy Yasu versus my Vinicius Jr. And he's completely dominating him, dude. This guy was 4-0 up at 11 minutes in the game. So when did I get the ball? You get me? 11 minutes in the game, blood. That means he won every single tackle. Yeah, I mean, every time I won the ball, the kick from kick off, he constantly got back the ball over and over and over and over. Go back to him again, nice. So you can see, innit? Whatever, man. Can I not run away from that kid? Is he gonna chase him down? Yeah, 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 yeah. Can't move when I want to move. And he doesn't have that problem. Just some random ball up the top. Random ball in. Can't get him off the ball. Nope, can't get him off the ball. Nobody there to pass the ball out to. Ball roll the ball inside. Waiting for somebody to give me some option. Just some option, you know, just some option, just some. Yeah, just some option, just some, yeah. I'd like to score a goal too, you know what I mean? Yeah, just some option. You know what I mean? Just some, just. I guess this is the option. Yeah, let's kick it out then. Okay, let's kick it out then. Because the only options I can see is always my right box. Yeah, just some option, just some option, just some option. You know what I mean? Yeah, just some option, just some option, just some option. Yeah, just some option, you know. Just like how he's just running down the wing. I'd like to go down the wing. I'd like to go down the wing at some point. I'd like my keeper to hold the ball at some point. Innit? I would like my keeper to hold the ball. I'd like to go down the wing. I'd like for Vinicius Jr. to control this ball here. Yeah. I'd like for him to control the ball there, you know. I'd love for him to control the ball there, yeah. I'd also like that as well. So look at where Felipe started the ball deflected perfectly to him. Perfectly to him. I'd like to go down the wing there too. Yeah, I'd love it. I'd love it. Yeah, I'd love it. I'd love for my keeper to hold the ball there, yeah, I mean. I'd like it. I'd like for my players to go down there, man. Yeah, I'd like for that. So you can see why the British government has ensured to isolate me and ensure I've got no friends or nobody that cares about me. Because other people would see it too, and then it would become a problem, innit? So they had to make sure everyone dislikes you. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to score. Fuck off. Man. Yeah, off his chest again. Every time I do that skill move, he hits his own. It hits my player's chest instead of going into the net. I mean, every time I do it, it hits my player's chest. But like, I can't just fucking sombrero flick over my head and the ball works. He just constantly look. He just constantly hits his chest. So I'm gonna do it now. It's not gonna allow me to do it now. It's doing step overs. Yeah, because guess what? Because I said it, they're gonna stop it from doing it now. This kid's gonna hold the ball at the back to ensure I don't get the ball back. So I can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah. So going back to Vinicius Jr. Yeah, can't do it now. It won't move now. It won't allow me to do it now because they don't want me to show that it constantly won't do it. It keeps hitting his chest. I mean, yeah. So there it is. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Every time the player is there, it fucking hits me. But look, he's somehow shielding me off every single time. There's an issue. There's always some issue. Shit. EA didn't FC. White people own EA. White people FC. Just. So that's what I'm gonna. I need to change my name to White People FC. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but that's what I'm gonna change my name to White People FC. So since y'all wanna play games, then let's play, innit? Since you wanna play games, I'm gonna change my account name to White People FC.
easy 3-2, three one
Yeah.
lead, and now I'm gonna have to sweat for my life.
We're gonna change. Literally, you're gonna change it to white people FC.
And he's targeting
So
my left
whatever
wing.
FC means, just change it to white people. Whatever the abbreviation or acronym is, I'll change it to that. Eh?
It's just very simple. And the mathematical
White
equation
people
for
FC.
we are watching PDA right now.
Literally gonna change it right now. Yeah, it's not some some automated company. It's people who control everything that goes on. Britain is not an automated country. It's people who control everything. And the both people who control England and EA are white people. So it's white people FC. That's the new name.
We're gonna have to win another 7 rivals matches, chat. We'll probably have like 2 or 3 of those be squad battles.
A wave of terror descended on the Russian.
You don't just furnish a home, you grow one. Oak furniture.
So you see, some gay kid works call himself queer queer, and EA, as in white people, don't see a problem that there's little children who plays this game, and he's calling himself he's screwed queer queer. Queer obviously means homosexuality. So it's not only homosexuality, it's homosexuality, homosexuality. And then he's gonna say he's screwed, you know what I mean? Another word for screwed it means they're fucked, you get me, innit? So you can see the homosexual connotations that they're subliminally placing in this game that minors play. But not only they're racist, they're trying to drive homosexuality. They're pedophiles, but they fucking say this and that. Literally gonna change my team name to White People FC now.
The Israeli taxpayers may say we're better off by having security guarantees from abroad than this apparatus that failed us miserably. And an interesting thing is, if you start rethinking what Israeli security looks like, do they now need the Samson option? Do they need their nuclear weapons? And this could actually be the opportunity to put Israeli nuclear weapons on the table. Again, what happened on October 7th is a tragedy. I will never say otherwise. I wish they hadn't died. I wish the attacks hadn't taken place. But I think that it has opened up and shaken up the Middle East to the point that there is real chance that the Middle East will become calcified around a reality dictated by Israel and imposed by Israel on others. And now that it's been shaken up, I think we have a chance for more equitable peace.
Uh,
Is because you can be compelled to be peaceful for a little while, but at some point in time, remember we talked about the safety valve and the pressure. If you don't resolve that which creates the pressure will eventually build up. If we now, international community, can work with Israel to create a peace in the Middle East where you've eliminated that pressure cooker, we can be looking at real peace down the road, and that would be fascinating.
It would be. It would be. Well, Scott, I want to thank you for your time today, and I want to thank you for educating us all on this because I know you've had a lot of experience, in this area of the world, and certainly, me growing up in America as a young child, one of the things we always heard was peace in the Middle East, and always, I was a young boy when it was the Gulf War, and it was just always this thing of there's never going to be peace in the Middle East. So hopefully, this tragedy of October 7th does lead to that. And I like your optimism there. And I do think it's encouraging when you have leaders like Joe Biden advocating for this. And I think it's well documented as well that American presidents, going back all the way to Jimmy Carter and pretty much every president after, has been trying to move this forward. I think there's some really good insights that you shared as to why America is right there. Scott, I want to thank you so much for your time today. Again, great insights into Russia, Ukraine that you first shared a few weeks ago. Again, I want to thank you for your insights into Israel and Hamas and this new war. And we just pray for peace, and we can pray for hopefully a solution to come soon. And we'll certainly have you back in the studio at a future time. So thank you again.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. With Regina Blitz and Regina Blitz Giant, you'll clean up in a flash. This war was sold to the American people based on falsehoods and lies. The sales campaign that took place, I would characterize as aggressive deception. Well, I wouldn't rule out a manipulation. This was fraud, and I can't say that often enough. No mistake, fraud. September 11th, in the ruins of New York. I thought today's episode was brought to you by brilliant moral memory. As much as we'd like to believe there's order to the world around us, unexplained phenomena happen every day. Biology is so rare, the scientists haven't been able to properly study them, or mysteries so old that we've allowed folklore to overtake reason. So, from earthquakes in the skies to jelly from falling stars, here are 5 weird things happening in the wilderness right now. Because when it comes to nature, fact is always stranger than fiction. 2017, people living across 15 countries in Alabama reported hearing an explosion so loud that it shook homes and set off car alarms. The boom originated just north of Birmingham at 1:45 p.m. CST. Despite the noise and hundreds of thousands of witnesses, there was no evidence as to what the sound was or where it came from. The Bama boom, as it was nicknamed, got the attention of Bill Cook, scientist at NASA's Meteoroid Environment Office, who couldn't explain the source. Cook stated, quote, if it was an explosion, calculations indicate a force of less than 10 tons of TNT. If it was a meteor, it weighed about 400 pounds and was about 2 feet across. But there was no evidence of a meteor or data showing one was close by. There wasn't anything seen or reported in the area loud enough to explain the explosive sound in the air. It's become a recent example of a skyquake, the term used for mysterious booms purportedly originating from the upper atmosphere that have been baffling scientists for centuries. Since the 1700s, people have reported experiencing the shock of hearing a loud sound in the sky on an otherwise calm and sunny day. The noise has been compared to thunderclaps or cannon fire with no visible source, leaving the witnesses scared and confused. So you're always on the hunt for new ways to improve your skills, stand out in your career, or maybe just become an all-round better version of yourself. I am a huge believer in personal growth and development, and I think if you are too, you're going to love today's sponsor, which is brilliant.org. It's an interactive online learning platform that offers courses in everything from foundational maths to advanced computer science, artificial intelligence, and data science. Plus, they're always adding new lessons every month, and with thousands of lessons
Oh,
available,
is Benus lower than
from other online learning
2 more
platforms. Well,
pace?
for me,
Let's
this
shoot in
is
one less
interactive.
pass,
The
one less
courses are
dribbling,
designed to keep you engaged
one
and
more,
help you
2 more.
learn
How is he
more.
got two
It
ratings
is
above
just
Benus?
an effective way to learn, no doubt about it. And the best part is that the skills you
That's
learn
rubbish,
can
I
be
know.
applied in so many areas of your life, whether you're a tech professional or just someone who
That
wants to improve
actually
their
a bullshit.
career. Maybe you're interested in learning how
Can
artificial
we get rid
intelligence
of it?
is shaping the future of technology. Well, Brilliant has a course called Introduction to Artificial Neural Networks that teaches you the fundamentals of neural networks, from how they work to how they're trained. With interactive quizzes and visualizations, you'll be able to see the concepts in action and deepen your understanding of this exciting field. So, whether you want to learn more about AI, data science, or just brush up on your math skills, Brilliant has something for you. To try everything Brilliant has to offer, all free, for a full 30 days, go to brilliant.org/side projects or click the link in the description below. And the first 200 of you will get 20% off Brilliant's premium annual subscription. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below, 30-day free trial, and now back to today's video. The audio phenomena usually happens close to large bodies of water and has been known by many names in many cultures. In France, they're called bom de mar. In the Philippines, retambos. And in Japan, minari. They've even been the subject of novellas like James Fenimore Cooper's The Lake Gun, which was based on Native American folklore about the source of skyboats. This is how the Lost and the Mohicans author described the sounds heard near Seneca Lake in upstate New York in 1850. Quote, "It is a sound resembling the explosion of a heavy piece of artillery that can be accounted for by none of the known laws of nature. The report is deep, hollow, distant, and imposing. The lake seems to be speaking to the surrounding hills, which send back the echoes of its voice in accurate reply." While there is no consensus in the scientific community, the prevailing theory is that these sounds are not coming from the sky at all, and have more to do with the large bodies of water they're heard by, possibly caused by gas being forcibly vented from below Great Lakes or oceans, or collapsing of underwater caves. Another theory is that skyquakes are heard when witnesses are standing in the epicenter of a massive, albeit shallow, earthquake, which somehow generates explosive sound waves, but not the telltale ground vibrations. These days, if you hear what sounds like a blast of artillery fire, it probably is. The modern world has plenty of disturbances that could explain a skyquake, from missile tests to sonic jets, but there are still cases happening without a cause, and plenty of reports that predate modern warfare and aircraft. So, until scientists manage to be at the right place at the right time, skyquakes remain unsolved.
How can more women drive innovation in our industry? Women continue to be globally underrepresented in fields such as science, technology, engineering, and math. This reality inspired a series of initiatives designed to accelerate women's professional.
Explorers have been hearing strange music in the desert for centuries. Low, droning notes rising and falling off the dunes like the soundtrack of a horror movie. The tones can carry on for minutes and can be heard as far away as 9 kilometers or 6 miles. They are always in the lower registers of E, F, and G, sounding like the lower notes of a distorted cello. Marco Polo, back in the 13th century, had this to say about the music, which he assumed was demonic and rising from hell. At times filled the air with the sounds of all kinds of musical instruments and also of drums and the clash of arms. This surreal experience is known as singing sounds, and it is partially decoded thanks to research. We now know that the bellowing is coming from loose sound cascading down dunes that are at least 30 meters or 100 feet tall with a 35-degree slope. It also has to be extremely hot, so even in the most arid locations, the music only happens when temperatures are above 110 degrees Fahrenheit. When wind hits those dunes, the top layer of dry, loose sand starts to slide, causing the tones. However, the exact mechanism that makes them is still unclear. The most popular theory purports that, much like a musician pulling his bow across the strings of a violin, the top layer of dry sand makes music from the friction caused by sliding down the wetter, more compact layers of sand below it. The wide open space that is the desert is free of echo, and so the tones carry. In a windstorm, you could be surrounded by this music, practically swallowing your senses whole. Bruno Andreatti from the University of Paris has been studying the music coming out of the dunes in Morocco, one of 35 places on Earth where the singing sounds have been heard. He has this to say about his work. Singing dunes constitute one of the most puzzling and impressive natural phenomena I have ever encountered. Scientists have even managed to recreate the singing in the lab by vibrating various sand grains in controlled environments, and while they have managed to recreate the sounds, they cannot explain what causes it to happen in those specific tones, or why do the notes naturally harmonize when different particles vibrate together, meaning we can observe how the sound occurs, but the fact that it is always music and not noise remains a beautiful mystery. Trees all want to grow towards the sun. It's a tiny principle known as phototropism, which states most plants grow towards light. However, some forests in Europe host groves of trees bent on bucking that trend. The dancing forest near Kaliningrad in Russia is one such example, or as the locals call it, the drunken forest, since the trunks of all the trees are mysteriously twisted and contorted for inexplicable reasons. Residents say if you walk in the path of the curves of the trunks, you add a year to your life. Another local legend claims that the Christian god made the trees dance in order to prove his power. Some more scientifically minded folks believe that the trees were infected connected with a beetle that walks with both patterns. Others think the trees were purposefully manipulated, a practice known as tree shaping, where people purposefully distort young trees to grow in specific shapes and directions to become everything from furniture to works of art. Bonsai, for example, is a popular form of tree shaping. But the dancing forest doesn't have any rhyme or reason to the maddening twirls. It's unknown to this day why these specific trees were forced by man or nature to grow in such a distorted way. In the northwest of Poland, there's a similar oddity known as the Crooked Forest. It's a grove of roughly 400 pine trees, all of them intentionally planted in the 1930s. But the fact that they were purposefully planted there doesn't explain why every single one of them bends dramatically towards the north at their base, stretching out across the ground a metre or so before they correct themselves and start growing skyward again, some to be over 50 feet tall. Theories suggest everything from a snowstorm that bends the young saplings to the intentional work of shipbuilders that wanted to farm curved planks. Others think it was the work of Nazi tanks crushing an abandoned timber farm on purpose during the war, but no one's certain. What makes it more interesting is this only affects this specific area. All the trees in the forest surrounding the 400 planted trees show no sign of being tampered with, including the trees just a few hundred feet away that are the same age. Many people have been trying to find an answer to this mystery, but since the town near the Crooked Forest was largely abandoned in the early stages of World War II, there's no one left who remembers why the trees were planted or what happened to them. The answer to the mystery of the Crooked Forest is likely lost forever. In August 1905, residents of the small town of Oakville, Washington, woke up to their city being covered in tiny translucent blobs. Overnight, a rainstorm had pelted 20 square miles or 32 kilometers with rice-sized gel pellets. It smeared on car windows, covered farmers' fields, and several people experienced flu-like symptoms. Scientists tested samples collected by residents, and while they did detect some trace bacteria, it wasn't the type that made people sick. The gel itself had no DNA, ruling out something plant or animal. Everyone was confused as to where it came from and what it was. Oakville is just one recent example of goop from the sky. It's a phenomenon recorded as far back as the 14th century. Often referred to as star jelly, this odorless substance resembles clear or white gelatinous clumps, often found in open fields or hanging off tree branches. Its name comes from classic anecdotes about it appearing after meteor showers. While star jelly remains an enigma, scientists have ruled out that its source is extraterrestrial. Nothing so delicate could survive the pressure of entering the Earth's atmosphere, and many accounts of finding star jelly are confused with naturally occurring lookalikes, like stumbling across a patch of unfertilized frogs' eggs, slime molds, fungal growths, or, we're sorry for this one, misfired deer semen. But those true discoveries of star jelly remain a mystery until someone wants to put the funding and effort into discovering more about it. Since the 1930s, residents of the small mountain town of Westfalen, Norway, have been watching mysterious lights hovering around their valley, and no one knows what they are. They aren't distant orbs in the sky like a typical UFO sighting, and they aren't natural occurrences of light bursts in nature like bioluminescence or ignited methane. No, these strange lights have been appearing regularly, day and night, for nearly 100 years. Eyewitnesses compared them to the size of cars and watched them move in unpredictable patterns on the outskirts of town. Some float just above the tree line, others glide slowly down hillsides, some appear to hover in place for hours. The lights are silent, appear to be cool, but don't leave scorch marks on the ground, which rules out the most plausible cause, a rare type of eclectic phenomena called ball lightning. That doesn't mean that they're safe to hug, because scientists have measured as much as 19 kilowatts in the floating lights. That's enough electricity to run a small household for a day. However, they have been known to sterilize the soil they make contact with, killing all microbes in the dirt and any small organisms nearby. While paranormal is comes to mind, these lights probably have more to do with geology and energy retention than ghosts or little green men. One advantage of these floating lights happening regularly and in the same places, the scientists can dependably study them. Experts have a few theories. Since the 90s, it's been noted how unique the landscape in Hasdalen is. It's an isolated valley with a river running through it, surrounded by boulders. All the rocks made of iron and zinc on one side of the river and rich in copper on the other. The river has a high concentration of sulfur, making it acidic enough to possibly become a giant natural battery. Depending on atmospheric conditions, these orbs could be excess electricity mixing with ionized dust in the air to create the balls of light. Alternate theories challenge the river battery hypothesis. Some experts believe the lights are radioactive, caused by excessive radon in the ground. Others think sulfur evaporating off the river is igniting when conditions are dry enough. Whatever the reason for the lights, it's
It's possible that once the Heston situation is understood, it could lead to an entire new way of scoring miniature. It's pretty exciting stuff, but there's a woods outside a town of 100 people. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Decoding the Unknown. As always, I am your decoder, Simon. What happens here on this channel, on this podcast? One of my writers, thank you, Ilza, has written me the script, The Real Atlantis. That's the entirety of the title in front of me. I mean, this has got to be about like Atlantis and that ancient city that people think is like buried under the sea or something like that. But I don't think they've discovered that. I mean, like some sort of historical Atlantis, sure, I can maybe believe in some sort of like magical city. I'm like, no, 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 no. Well, let's learn about the history of this today, shall we? If you like this channel, if you like what we do here, kind of, mysteries, urban legends, the unknown, cryptids, all that stuff, with a little bit of a skeptical tone from yours.
So you can see every minute Western kind of keeps disappearing out of my setup. Oh, I'm so tired.
It is an unfortunate reality of being human and living on planet Earth that sometimes people go missing without any clue as to what happened to them. One day they're here, the next day they're gone. There's no clear indication of what happened. And despite everybody else's best efforts, nothing is ever learned about what happened to them. And so their families and their friends, they're left with this void in their lives that I can only imagine how terrible that is. There's no closure. There's like that perpetual sense that if you could just find more information out, you could find out what happened to your loved ones, your friend, your colleague. But many times, people never get that. People just go missing, and that's it. But in some cases, where people suddenly go missing, they'll turn up again. Sometimes days, weeks, months, years later, in totally different locations from where they went missing. But sometimes, in very rare circumstances, these people that go missing will reemerge days, weeks, months, years later, not having any idea how they got there or what happened to them. And so today I'm going to share three of these reappearance stories. The first two are the most well known, they're very famous. And the third one is not as well known, but equally as intriguing. But before we get into today's three stories, if you're a fan of the strange, dark, or mysterious
Oh,
stories
fuck it, I'm
like
tired.
that, then you've come to the right place because that is all I do, and I upload 3 to 4 times a week, if not more. So if that's something you'd be interested in, I would encourage you to please gently perform a lobotomy on the like button and then subscribe to my channel, turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my 3 to 4 weekly uploads. Okay, let's get into the stories.
Uh,
Ready to launch your business?
uh,
Get started with a commerce platform made for entrepreneurs. Shopify is specially designed to help you start, run, and grow your business with easy customizable themes that let you build your brand, marketing tools that get your products out there. Yes, way out there. Integrated shipping solutions that actually save you time. And that's just the beginning. From startups.
In 1978, a 23-year-old named Stephen Kubacki was attending a college called
I'm so
University of
tired, it's
Wisconsin,
unbelievable.
a small Christian school where he was studying
Come on.
German and history. Stephen was a little more free spirited than the typical student enrolled at Hope University, which is very conservative. He was a big time outdoor enthusiast and he loved to go skiing. In February of
Oh.
1978, which was just months before Stephen was set to graduate, he decided he wanted to go on a solo ski trip around the Lake Michigan area. And so this area was known as the Lake Michigan Triangle. It's also known as just the Michigan Triangle, and it's an awful lot like the Bermuda Triangle, which is in that northern section of the Atlantic Ocean where planes and boats have gone missing over the years kind of inexplicably. Well, the Michigan Triangle is like that. And starting in the late 1800s, there were all these disappearances that started occurring in the Michigan Triangle area. And so Stephen was going to be skiing around the Lake Michigan area, and so he would be in the Michigan Triangle. Now, he had told his friends and his family that he was just going out for a day trip, and Stephen was a very accomplished outdoorsman, excellent cross-country skier, so really no one bats an eye when he decides to go out and go skiing. No one even thought twice about it. They're like, all right, cool, we'll see you tomorrow. A day after Stephen had left for this ski trip, some snowmobilers were out in the Michigan Triangle area and they spotted a trail of ski tracks that led up to the edge of the lake, where at the edge of the lake were a set of skis and two ski poles, just stopped abruptly. And they see that this looks like someone might have fallen into the lake. Now, there weren't any clear breaks in the lake itself, but they figured it was worth telling the police and to at least let them know in case they're looking for someone who might have gone missing in the area. And so it was around this time that Stephen Kubaki's friends and family started to recognize that he wasn't back yet, and he should have been. And so they ended up calling in an official missing persons report because he should have been back. And so the two things happened in tandem. You have the snowmobilers that have found the ski poles and the skis, and you have the missing persons report that's come out for Stephen Kubaki. And immediately they're connected, and this massive search effort is launched with a focus on where those skis and the poles were found. Now they looked everywhere, but it was like his tracks went right up to the edge of the lake and then just stopped. There weren't any more tracks on the lake. There were no breaks in the lake. There was nothing there. It was like he just suddenly either went into the ground or just vanished somehow. And so as hundreds of people have descended on this area to look for Steve Kubaki, his backpack shows up right next to his skis and ski poles. That was the first place that everybody went. And his backpack wasn't there. And they didn't really even know how to investigate it. It was just this weird phenomenon where all these people are like, I guess it just must have been there the whole time. They just didn't have a good answer for it. And so after a long and very elaborate search, ultimately they had to call it off. And so they told the family and friends that what must have happened is he got out of his skis and put everything down, went onto the lake, and it cracked and he fell in. And so that's what everybody believed. I mean, why wouldn't they? 15 months go by. And Stephen's father hears a knocking on the door. Who's at the door? Stephen Kubaki. And when he sees his son, he can't believe it because he believed his son was dead. But Kubaki has no idea. Steve has no idea how much time has passed. He saw a newspaper. Stephen saw a newspaper in his father's house. And it showed that it had been 15 months since he disappeared. He asked his father, like, how can this be? And he told Stephen, you were near Lake Michigan. It's 700 miles away. How did you get here? And Steven's like, I woke up in a field about 40 miles from here, and I went to my aunt's house, your sister's house, and she brought me here. And no one had any idea how he got there or why he was in the field, in this field to begin with. In addition, Stephen had on clothes that he didn't recognize. He had a new backpack that had maps and all sorts of kind of like trinkets from different parts of the country. He had been to apparently San Francisco, Sacramento, all over California, Chicago, to Utah. He'd been all over the country, according to the things that are in his backpack. He had $40 in cash. He had new sneakers and glasses, and he had a T-shirt on from a Wisconsin marathon. It says he was a participant. And one of the only things that Stephen would say to the media, because he basically swore off the media and he didn't want to give the story to anybody, he just said to one of the news outlets that he felt like he had been doing a lot of running. But other than that, we don't know what he was doing for 15 months, and apparently he doesn't either. In early 2018, Danny Philippidis was a 49-year-old firefighter living in Canada. He had a wife, he had two kids, he was happy, healthy, successful, and every year he and his colleagues at the firehouse would go on a ski trip to New York, where they would go skiing at a mountain called Whiteface. And so on February 7th, 2018, Danny and seven colleagues are at Whiteface. They're enjoying themselves. Danny was an avid skier. Like, this is something he really looked forward to, was this annual retreat to Whiteface Mountain. And it was getting to be lunchtime, and his seven colleagues said, "Hey, let's go down to the lodge and get a bite to eat." Danny was just having a great time on the mountain, and he was like, I'm gonna just do a couple more runs. I'll meet you guys in about 30 minutes or so. I'm gonna do a couple more runs before lunch. So they go down to the lodge, and Danny continues to do a couple more runs. And so after an hour or so, Danny still hasn't shown up at the lodge. His seven colleagues have finished eating, and they're like, you know what? I bet Danny just decided he wanted to skip lunch, and he's probably just fine. And so they end up just going out and skiing the rest of the day. But by the end of the night, when the mountain started to shut down, they're all checking their phones for messages from Danny. They haven't gotten anything from him. They haven't seen him. They decide, let's go check out, his room back at the hotel and make sure that he's there. Maybe he got sick and he left, something like that. And the resort was attached to the mountain itself. So they just walked right over to his room. They knocked, he didn't answer, but then they went out back and they found his car, and his car was still there. They went to the front desk, they explained the situation. They ended up going in the room and checking
Oh,
it
I'm
out.
so tired. Oh, yeah.
Personal belongings are still inside of the room. So Danny, who has not shown up after going skiing for this additional run, clearly hasn't left the mountain because his car's still here, his cash, his passport, everything is in his room, but no one knows where Danny is. And so they launched this massive search for Danny. And I mean, this day it was so crowded at Whiteface. There's so many people there, and also it snowed a ton before they even started skiing that day. So it would have been very difficult to move very far off the mountain, let's say, if someone wanted to. I mean, just there was too much snow on the ground, so we couldn't have gotten very far. And there were lots of people there that they could interview to say, "Have you seen this man?" They had a picture of him, and no one had seen him, and there was no sign of him, despite this massive search effort. No one has any idea what happened to him. The authorities call off the search, and they tell his loved ones and his friends that Danny must have succumbed to the elements. That's the only explanation we can give. We can't find him now because the snow's pretty deep. But hopefully, when the weather warms up, we'll be able to launch another search and we can recover his body. And so that's the news that's passed to his wife, his kids, his friends. And it's just devastating. And a couple of days later, Danny's wife is home, kind of trying to adjust to this awful new
Is it
normal,
not supposed to
and
first?
she gets a phone call from a number she doesn't recognize. And she picks it up, and it's a little bit hard to hear, but she immediately recognizes her husband's voice. And she can tell right away that there's something wrong. Like he's not making sense. She's like, "Danny, is that you? Is that you?" And Danny's like, "I don't know where I am. I don't know how I got here. Where are you? What am I doing?" And so she immediately tells him, "You have to call the police. You have to call the police. They have to come get you." And finally, he agrees and he hangs up. The police receive a phone call from Danny, and he doesn't know where he is.
So
He's
you can
staying with
see
my wife to this
everybody else,
lodge,
when everybody else do that
so
skill move, yeah,
and they ask
it
him where he
completely
was,
destroys the
he starts
defender.
describing what's
But
around
just
him,
watch it.
and
Whenever I do it,
he
the defenders are still there. Like it
is.
bears no
He comes
fucking
out,
effect
he
on
is
these players,
Sacramento,
which is
California,
just the oddest
only
thing.
about
Like
100 miles away
it
from
actually has
anywhere
no
else.
effect on
He
the
works strangely
opponent
from the
any
police
way,
phone
shape, or form.
at Danny.
Like, which is
Still
very odd.
wearing
Like
this
very
winter
strange.
jacket, winter pants,
It
and
has
winter
no that
sneakers.
skill move has
He was still
no
coughing
effect.
up his head.
It doesn't matter
And he
who I
has a
play.
haircut
It has
and a dark
no
haircut.
fucking effect
And
on
it's a
them
brand new phone.
at all, blood. Like, it's just the strangest thing ever.
He had no wallet.
I
He
mean,
had nothing. He had left all of his
look at
belongings
it.
in his
Just
room.
straight and
And
back
the
to
police
him,
were
back
like,
to him,
"How
back
did
to
you
him.
get a new phone?
It bears
How did
no
you get this
effect
thing
on them
working
at
again?
all. It's really
And
odd.
when you got your haircut, why didn't the person cutting your hair let someone know that a man who's visibly confused wearing ski gear is getting a haircut again?" And so it's just a totally strange mystery that Danny, to this day, and anybody that knows Danny and his friends, the investigators, everybody, no one knows how he got there. How does a guy without a car, without any money, wearing ski gear, go from New York to Sacramento, California, somehow get a haircut and buy a new phone, and then just suddenly come to and be like, "Oh, that's right. I'm Danny, and I'm gonna call my wife and let her know where I am now. Like it was just crazy.
Oh, I can't get a shot off with Hallenberg, like.
So this last story was documented in the official American Ethnology Report from
No, we
1897.
just can't get the ball past his fucking keeper, bro.
Story is, well documented in this report. The location is unclear. People have speculated that it's either Ireland, Scotland, or Wales. So just take this with a grain of salt that the location is not known. It's an older story, but it was officially documented in an official report. In 1898, a 12-year-old boy was playing at this river that ran near his house. He was out in the forest. He was playing to this river, and he had a bow and arrow. And he was
Look, I just can't get a fucking shot off, but
he got bored of his bow and arrow, and he went to the stream itself, and he started to build a
I
little.
literally just cannot get a shot off without a fucking defender being in front of me, but like, it doesn't matter who or how, I just cannot get the shot off with him. Look, I just can't get a shot off, bro.
He would describe this person as looking normal, a normal-looking stranger. It's a gentleman who shows up. He's wearing a nice suit. He walks over to Wofford, and he apparently just came out of the woods. And he says, "Hey, what are you doing?" And the boy, he's like, "Oh, I'm making this fish trap." And he's like, "Man, that looks like a lot of work. Like, you should take a break." And the boy's like, "Yeah, I guess take a break."
Look, I just can't get a fucking shot off. And when I do, it fucking goes wide, look.
Past the bend here. My family's there. You can have a meal with us. Then you can come back and you can finish your fish trap. And so, this is a different time. This is the late 1800s. And I'm not suggesting that at the time it was totally
Look at that, yeah?
to go with strangers.
I literally cannot get a shot fucking off, bro.
The boy felt compelled to say yes. He didn't want to be rude, and maybe his fear of strangers is less extreme than it is,
Yo.
for us today in 2020. And so he agrees to go with the man. They make their way up past the river into the forest a little bit, and they come up to this cabin. Now, the boy played in the woods here, and he had never seen this house before. But he's not too concerned because as soon as he gets to the house, this cabin in the woods, he sees that the lights are on and he hears kids playing inside. And a close family friend of his family's is sitting on the porch talking to one of the other apparently family members of the stranger. And so the boy's put at ease. And he says hi to the family friend. And
Look, good. Look at this fucking game, bro.
inside, and he sees that this family has a couple of kids about his age. They're playing, goofing around. They have dinner, and it's a wonderful meal. And the boy Wofford is like, "Man, this is so great." And after the meal, he lays down and falls asleep. He kind of loses track of time. The boy falls asleep in his cabin, and so he wakes up early the next morning, and he feels horrible because he didn't mean to fall asleep, and he didn't tell anyone from his family where he was going.
Look. Okay, fair enough.
Met him down by the river and called him up to the house. And the boy says, "Hey, can you walk me down back to the river?" And the stranger's like, "I can take you part of the way down, sure." So the two of them are having small talk, and the boy's thanking the man for his generosity.
Look what I'm seeing, blood. They're blocking everything, blood.
Cornfield on the other. And it's this beautiful morning.
Fucking hell, man.
The boy remembers thinking how beautiful the setting was, but he also was thinking like, I don't even know where I am right now. I'm assuming he's walking me back to where I live.
So why is he doing this now? Why is he not trying to win the game? I don't get why he's not trying to win the game all of a sudden. He was trying to score before. Why is he not trying to win the game now?
Hey, just go straight and turn around this way, turn back and you'll be at the river again where we met. And the boy thanks the stranger, and the stranger turns and starts walking back towards the
Yeah, look at this shit, bro.
and the boy starts following the man's directions.
He's gonna kick it into his own net, so Holland just run past the ball.
He's suddenly curious and turns around to look back at this strange person who had
I don't understand what's the point of this now, innit? Like, what difference would a draw make in a game like this? I don't get what he's doing. The amount of shots are taking, so you'd see that whole game, yeah. you see that whole fucking game, and let's see how much blocks they're saying they had in total, innit? Like, I'd be curious. I'd be curious to see how much blocks they're saying, innit? Yeah, so let's see what RST. Yeah. So I don't know what happened there. So RST Nagi. Yeah. So these are all fake profiles, all spoof profiles that these gay white people from England have hacked their account and done in it. Yeah. Let's see how much blocks they're saying. So it's claiming that we've had 7 and 7 tackles, yeah? So he has the same amount of tackles as me. Alright, fair enough. So ball recovery, let's see, expected passes, tackles one, interception. Right, so look how strange that is, yeah? So alright, it says ball recovery time. He had 7, I had 8, one more, yeah? Then it goes down. Shots, I had 4 more, yeah? He had 2 more, yeah? Then I had what's that? 30 more, 29 to be exact, more passes, yeah? He had 2 more tackles, yeah? He had 7 tackles, I had 6-1. He had 12 and I had 13. So ball recovery, interception, and tackles one. There's only a difference in one between both of them. Yeah? Only a difference in one between both of them. But somehow we had the same number of tackles. That don't make sense to me, innit? Yeah? So saves, he had 5 saves, yeah? So not only the blocks that you were seeing, he had 5 saves because you can't save the ball without a shot. It wouldn't qualify as a save. Yeah? So it's saying, so how many shots? Yeah, I had 12 shots, yeah? So 12 shots. I missed the net once with Holland. So that's 6. So basically it should have had 6 blocks. Yeah, so let's see how defense line breakthrough. Defense line breakthrough, I had 0. Defense line breaks around, I only had 2. Defense line breaks attempted. So I had 12 shots with only trying to beat the defensive line 7 times. Yeah. So I'd like to make an understanding of that. Yeah. He broke my defense line, or he attempted 13 times. What defense line breaks is basically him running through your back line, yeah, and getting off a shot. Just basically getting through. So you can see I had 12 shots. We're gonna go on the where I took them shots from because I'm not kicked any shot, or maybe one shot from outside of the box. So 11 of them shots came from inside of the box. You're telling me he somehow has more breaks through the back line, even though I have more shots than him? Why is his back line never pulling apart? So you can see there 13 for him. Defense line breaks attempted. 7 for me, yeah? Alright, okay. Let's go on. So defense line breaks through. I had 0, yeah? I had what? 4 more shots than him in total. But somehow it works out that he's got more. He's going through my defensive back line more than I do. So if you look at it, yeah, it says off target. Yeah, it says I had 7 on target. Yeah, from 12 shots. This game is claiming I only had 7 on target, but it says he blocked the ball 0 times. So if I kick 12 shots, if I kick 12 shots, as you can see, the meter there is none of the only one was off target. Why does he not have any blocks on his statistics? So how can he has zero blocks when I took 12 shot and off target. I've only had one off target shot out of a total of 12. You can see the fucking 12 there, total shots. Yeah. So it's saying what? What was it? What was it? So you see that it says 4 blocks on my side. Yeah, yeah. So that's the side. Yeah. I had 4 shots blocked, one off target, and fucking 7 saves. What kind of defense am I really up against compared to these guys? And I'm only in Division 5. I'm only in Division 5 because that's what it says on my game. I don't know who I'm playing against. Because how can you come from 12 shots, yeah, and you only scored 2 from 12? So basically, 10 of them is separated between misses, blocks, and keeper saves. You know what I mean? So I have a total of 12 shots, yeah. They're doled out between 1 miss, 4 blocks, and obviously on target is suggesting the keeper saved them. So why am I playing against defenders at this level down here? Like, as you can see, inside of the box shots here, fucking 10 of them inside of the box, bro. So if it's not 10 blocks, then it's 4 blocks and 6 saves. So why is the keeper saving the ball so fucking much? Why are they blocking everything and saving everything, yeah? So from his 8, he had what? 8 on target, 3, he had 5 on target, 3 off target. Yeah? So from his 5 on target, he got 2 goals from it. From my 7 on target, yeah, I got 2 goals from it. Yeah? None of his shots were blocked. None of his fucking shots were blocked. And he got 2 from it. My shots were blocked. Yeah? So the type of shot you take is normal. Yeah? One finish for me, one finish for him. Just normal shots. Yeah? I took 6 normal shots. He took fucking 7, and his resulted in 1. Yeah? Inside of the box twice. Inside of the box for me, 10. Yeah? What the fuck is going on there, bro? Like, goals. Yeah? So, took 12 shots. Yeah? That's how I am scoring my goals. Yeah? This is, because that's what I'm resorting to. If I'm in the 60-yard box, the keeper saves it, or some defender is up my ass blocking it. And look where he's scoring. He's basically inside of the net before he even took the shot, bro. He's basically in the fucking net before he even took the shot. So for some reason, they gave me Holland and gave me obviously a dodgy Holland. Yeah, it's like I understand how Holland moves. Yeah, I don't need his agility is very low, but I get how the player works in it. I understand the play. He's really open, get the space open and shoot. So yeah, from this angle, blood, how do I just completely miss? I don't care if it's his weak foot, blood, like completely missed the net, blood, like. And look at the defender. Yes, if you look there, he's basically stuck to the back of that player. Let's look over there. Yeah, look at the situation. Completely allowed me to miss the net because by the time I got there, nobody is. It was pointless giving Kara. What's it called? Kravaskeola. I'm never trying to read his name, but whatever. There's no point giving him out there. You get me? Yeah. So I managed to turn away from Kunde, right? Why couldn't Holland just wrap his foot and then look at Varane? He's still trying to get the ball. Like there's always a defender there somewhere, blood. Like always, always, always. Look how close she is. She's even making fucking contact with the nigga. Right? Why is she up his ass, blood? So if my AI can't break free from his defensive AI, I'm only left to dribble because you have no option. And then when I fucking dribble, they've got some sort of homing system, yeah, that basically they either press a button and it automatically locks onto my player, Like, cause it must be what they're doing. Like, I can't see it could be any other thing. You have aimbots and stuff like that. So these specific guys I'm playing, there must be a reason why their defenders are always this close to me, but like always. I mean, like, look at the situation, yeah. Two of them, yeah. Look, Holland is surrounded by four fucking players, and I think that's quite audition, one of them, yeah, won't get into the space to help me to create a pass, yeah. I turn this way, yeah, so by the time I turn this way, look, yeah, I'm basically facing three defenders at this time, plus the fucking keeper there, yeah. Holland's on his weak foot, so there's no point taking the shot there because he's on his weak foot. I've got to get him facing the net a little bit more, innit? Yeah, cool. Waiting, right? Still waiting, right? Yeah. Now the space is closed there because I'd have to turn back and then try and get there. Look at the situation I'm facing, isn't it? Like, it's basically four man. That guy's out of the box because for some reason he's in the defense. And then look what he scores. Where is it? Where is the fucking thing? But look, save. Save. I mean, where is the shit then? Where is it? That goal that he scored. Look at this. Yeah? He doesn't have anybody to stop him. Nobody, nobody. Look, bang, down the line. Yeah? They keep going down the line. Yeah, it's what they call a meta. But why do they keep getting down the line? Because I cannot seem to ever stop them from getting down the line. And look at my three, four donuts. Yeah, look at the fuckers in the box, bro. So you saw them surround my Holland. Yeah? Look at my players, bro. All four. Look at the three of them. Look at the three of them. And Damian is now tackling Eder Militao instead of trying to get the ball. I don't understand why, but look at him, he's not tackling each other, bro. So you saw his player, the girl, with a hand on Igor's back, yeah? But now you see my defender with the hand on his back, blood. Why am I playing tackling each other, blood? So you can see why I am not getting any blocks, or why there's never any blocks on my shit, and you can see why they're getting the blocks because they're doing whatever they've done to their defense to make their defense better. Yeah, which obviously is clear as day that they've done something to it. They've done the opposite to mine to make mine's worse, blood. So it's as if the bar is meant to be 50-50. Yeah, because in football you have what they call a 50-50 advantage, disadvantage. Yeah, you can see they moved the bar from a 50-50 split to a 80-20, where it's 80% in their defensive and attacking favor for them to constantly score. But how do I get in a situation like this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not controlling any of them, man. I was controlling the kid that was running down Lorente. So how did my two AI end up like that, blood? Yeah, I mean, I look at him with the six on his leg. Why did my two AIs end up? Damien, when I just started using Damien, he was so good. All of a sudden, like, he's just shit again. He's just weird. He just gone to shit. And now I got Kalulu. Kalulu was good for the moment I got him. He was good. The next day, I turned the game off and come back the next day. This started happening to Kalulu. Right, cool. I got Varan. Yeah. The next day, I turn the game off, come back with Varane the next day. The same fucking thing started happening again. I know I got Eder Militao and Darmian again, thinking, all right, let's see. I know it's happening again, but why am I defenders constantly tackling each other? I don't know why people think you're doing here, but it still boils down to one simple fact. You have to hide because I'm not backing down from the millions of you that you have in this country. I'm not. Like, I'm really not. There's no chance where that happens. There is no chance where that plays out with me backing down and not coming at you with my unfit, fucking tired self. I use the last of my bomb energy to rock you to sleep, bro. You know what I mean? I don't care how big you man are. I don't care how powerful you man are. And I certainly don't care how many of you there are. It goes down how it goes down, boy. I will rock you to sleep, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like how you tire me out through this little tactic and have me lying in my chair every fucking day, tired of shit, sleeping. I'll put you to sleep just the same, pussy, and that's a promise. It's a promise, big man. I'm gonna put you to sleep, and any one of your friends, cousins, and brothers, bring it, blood. Because I'll never stop. You either do what you're doing in front of the whole world, or have something done in front of to you in front of the whole world. It's one way or the other. There's not a third option. So you're meant to play 40 games to level up this guy here, yeah? That ego kid, yeah? I'm really gonna write down how many games it's actually take me to fucking get this kid. Like, it's really, I'm really gonna do it. Because at this rate, I'm gonna play 140 games before I even get halfway done. But my defenders tackle each other more often than tackle the opponent. But so he's got Eder Militao, yeah. What's the massive difference between his automated Eder Militao versus mine? So you see this little shithouse, he's coming to the game. He obviously knows what's going on because they're spoofing my opponents. So he just handed over the ball instead of running down the line. Because he knew the game would have just allowed him to just run straight down the line and there's no way I could stop him and catch him. Look, he's purposely doing it. He's purposely doing it. Purposely doing it. Look, he doesn't want to play because there's no way the other guy was that good to be blocking 10 of my shots and we're still at the same level for him to be this terrible. It's because they're shit blood, like they can't win, and they're obviously trying to put me under some mental pressure for some odd reason that I don't know. Yeah, but where does the mental pressure fucking stops? Because are they not going to stop until they break me down until I'm a useless individual in every sense of the word? I know exactly what to do about that. He's not playing. He's not running at me. He's not coming for the ball. Like I'll just play around. He's not coming for the ball. He refuses to come for the ball because he knows what they've done to the game. He'll just win it off me. I mean, the ball deflected off him and went back straight to him. Ball deflects off me, goes back to him. Uh, just like how I've got to lie down in this chair every day from tiredness and fatigue. Look, rock you, play. You see, look at that. He out of nothing. This kid couldn't play the game. I just walked through the back line, no issue at all, blood. Like nobody there to block him, no blocks, no nothing, blood. Promise you, if you think I'm scared of your British military and police, you can't use the military on one person. You get me? You're only left with your counter-terrorism. And if I don't use a knife or a gun, then they're out of the picture as well. So you're only left with backup. And I'm alright with that. I like that odds, you get me? Trust me, I do like that odds. Fucking love that odds, but trust me, I'm a rocket to sleep. But Straight to him. You know what I mean? Right up my ass to block me. And then nobody there to him. He just gets a free run all the way through. No drama. Can't catch him now. Then you have that player in the middle. So easy for him. Back to him again. Yeah. Can't get the pass off. Yup. And he just runs through the middle. Paul Scholes is like 49 pace, but and I can't catch Paul Scholes. Can't get the ball. So just play normally out to Ego. I in acres of space. So as you can see, I'm not allowed to go down the line, blah blah blah. And he just runs down the line, nobody there to stop him. He just running through, and now he's got 19 players in the box and back of the net. Yeah, yeah. It's just the same fucking thing over and over and over. Yeah, keeper saved it. So I'm telling you, bro. Look at where the keeper is saving the fucking ball from. Cough. None of these guys are even close to my FIFA capable. Look, passes it to Ella Militao. You're not seeing him he's not misplaced one pass blood the whole fucking time. And the reason why they've done that is because I tend to have high passing, yeah. As in I do a lot of passing during the game. And because of the situation, they know they will never touch the ball. So they constantly have me overturning the pass. And they hardly ever have the ball to pass it, yeah. So they make their passes perfect in theory because I have very high passing at the end of the game. Yeah. So I'm talking usually I've had like 20-30% more of the possession and passing stats. Yeah. And in order to negate that, they've ensured that I misplace most of them. And the defender is always close. The defender is always close to me. So guess what? At some point the defender is going to win the ball. So all of that passing will always work out to be useless in the end. They take three passes up the pitch, back of the net. That's the reason why they've done it. Because I'll have all the position and all the play and somehow can't see anybody running through in the space. I can just play a true pass, over the top. There'll be just nobody where that works out like that. And they just turn it into some weird counter attack and run up. I end up kicking the ball in the back of the net. Alright, bro, just like how I'm tired every day as a result of all of this, what you man have done. Trust me, I'm attack you. But, you can't use the military because I'm only one man. And counter-terrorism won't play any part here because y'all can't prove that I have any guns or anything of the sort. So you can't use guns. And trust me, I'm okay with the odds of 17 million police officers in a fist-to-fist situation. I'm quite fine with it. Look, 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 look. All the turning. Look at my players, but like none of them are in the space that necessary. None of them are in the space. None of them are trying to go into any space that is necessary for me to just have an easy pass. Yeah, I mean, not one easy pass there. Yeah, it's the ego. I've got a ball rolling there. He's back on me again. Turn him. Look, I'm just looking for one person, but look at the situation. I'm just looking for one person. Yeah, just look. It won't. I'm just looking for one person. I'm doing all of that. You can see that the whole team surrounded Ego by himself there. So I already anticipate, and that's why I'm exactly why I planned for it. But just like I'll take on the whole team in that box, I'm gonna take on the whole fucking police force with my hands. The exact same thing you man are doing in this game. I'm gonna make that bitch a reality for you, man. But, trust me. And just like you see, I have no fear of doing it. I'll just get more pissed off about it. And I'll just go even harder at whoever is there. But I let it be in it. All the pepper spray you man have in this country will have to be fucking deployed around there. But I can tell you that. Nobody would be able to walk 100 miles of the city when pepper spray stops spraying around there. I can tell you that. Bro. For centuries in it, you think it was a nuke that went off in it. For sure. Promise you, I'm gonna turn it into exactly what you man done on this game. Exactly how you used it to tire me out, thinking you're gaining some advantage. Hey, trust me, you're wrong on that, lad. So if your plan was to tire me out, you have achieved it. But when people are angry and adrenaline is pumping and all that, your physical body changes to, I guess, well, mine does. I don't know about next man. Don't know about next man. You can literally see before I had ego twice, blood. Just trying to look for some space, yeah? But his whole team is surrounding ego bloodline. And you won't see none of my players, Kovacevic, just stood up at the end. He just stood there at the end. He didn't drift into the middle, yeah? None of my midfielders came into the box. And he had the whole back line surrounding my player, man. The little black guy was just surrounded by bare people in white. So I don't know if that's a group of scientists in fucking white jackets like the way, or it's suggesting that's white people. It's one of them. To see that one nigga being surrounded by bare men in white jackets, or he's surrounded by white people. But I mean that bitch a reality, bro. I mean you man have to deploy every canister of pepper spray you have in this country, and nigga. You burn my eyes out before I stop or go down, bro. I can tell you that. I ain't scared of you, man, bro. Any plan you and your little government friends sat up in that office making, hey, trust me, I already know. Any plan you man are in that little office of yours making, trust me, I already know. But I mean, I don't have any guns, so you can rule counter-terrorism and its various forms of fucking inventory out of the picture. You have to deploy every pepper spray and tear gas you have for miles. But the amount of them you're gonna have to deploy, I'll have no skin and eyes left. Everybody in this bitch would have to be quarantined to their house. Everyone's gonna need a hazmat suit, bro. Fucking dislike you, man. Every time I come to play a game, Bloodline, it's just I just can't just yo. You everybody anybody who is involved, I don't care if it's everybody or anybody. Either A or E. You know what I mean? I'm an accident or emergency on that one. But it's either everybody or anybody. I really don't care, bro. I make sure that you man remember me for life. I really think it's a massive mistake on my life. I don't care the reason why. You can't prove your reason why because you would have by now.
They'll turn around and turn back and run. Or you'll have instances where people will go missing and then turn up again in places that are basically impossible to get to. One man named David Paulides, who's a former police detective, when he learned about some of these strange cases and saw that no one was looking into it, he began to do the research and he spent tens of thousands of hours researching thousands of these cases, and they're so bizarre. As I read through them, I'm taking note of the really strange cases and highlighting those on my YouTube channel. But before we get into today's Missing 411 stories, if you're a fan of the strange, dark, and mysterious deliverance story format, then you come to the right place because that's all I do, and I upload 3, 4, even 5 times every week. If that's of interest to you, then please offer the like button and Coke, but secretly swap it out with Pepsi. Also, subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my weekly uploads. All right, let's get into today's stories.
Now look, right on me, blood. Like I got through the middle. Before I could get the ball down, there was somebody on me, blood. Like I'm yet to play a full 90 minutes and not concede a goal, blood. Like, I'm literally yet to play a full 90 minutes and not concede a goal. I play about 300 games at this point. I mean, I'm not finished a full 90 at 1-0 or something like that, bro. Like they have to score, they have to. Yeah, if you're in a division, you're meant to be playing people at your skill level. So one day you're just gonna be better than somebody to the point where he can't score at some point. You know what I mean? Like, even Manchester City has played games where the game finishes at 1-0 for.
In 1969, Robert Winters was a 78-year-old retired logger living
Look,
in
they
Oregon.
fucking.
He was a family man who loved the outdoors, and he really loved going hunting with his 3 sons. In early October 1969, Robert and his 3 sons headed off for their annual hunting trip that they would do at Sparks Lake. Now, Sparks Lake is an area that they had been hunting for 20 years. They know this area inside and out. They arrive at Sparks Lake and they set up their camp right at the base of this mountain that was a part of the area that they would be hunting in. And for the first couple of days, everything was going great. On October 8th, they found out that there was this big snowstorm coming in later that night. They still wanted to go hunting that day, so they decided that instead of going up into that mountain and hunting up there, they would stay at lower elevation. What's up, guys? Neventez here, and welcome back to another SC24 video. It is 6:17 on Wednesday. Sorry I'm a bit late. Maybe you don't even notice. Maybe you watch it after, like, with your dinner or whatever, and you don't really care. And we're going to see what we've got today. Of course, the new season starts tomorrow, and we'll have a video out on that when that comes out. But did EA give us anything new for us
The
today?
fuck off, look, man.
Almost definitely nothing in seasonal. Anything in milestones? I can't imagine so. It doesn't look like it. So no, nothing new in milestones either, and then of course nothing in foundations. If you want to be able to afford the best players and open the best packs in SC24, go to u7buy.com to buy your EAFC24 coins. It's cheaper than buying SC coins and just as reliable. They already offer some of the best prices out there, but you can get an extra 6% off using promo code NEP at
Yo,
checkout. And so, of course, we
fucking
will
hell,
have a team of the week this week. But before we get into that, do we have a new evolution? My instinct is going to be no, because the new season starts tomorrow. But you don't know, do you? You just don't know. So what have we got?
yeah.
No, we have not got a new evolution. That kind of makes sense. What do we have in
So you're telling me after all of them misses, this kid did one time he got into the box, he kicked it in the net.
the team of the week?
Why couldn't he miss as well?
But the team of the week is probably what we're going to have
I'd like to know why couldn't he just miss the net as well, you know what I mean? And let the game be even. Not why the players are tackling each other. Why could he not just miss it as well?
Oh, oh, that's quite nice.
Yeah.
25,000
I'll tell you, brother.
items. The fact that you could probably get some informs and such in here as well. Jumbo Red Pack, nobody cares about that. I actually think that
Yeah.
season opener small red players pack
Just like how you tired me up, man. Rock you to sleep, bro. I don't care if you're from Salford. I don't care if you're from Cheetham. That means something to you, man. Bro. That might mean something to people in England, but it means nothing to me, bro. Absolutely nothing at all.
Popping these into the other thing. Now, if you would have said to me, oh, you could probably get like some of those 10k cards as well, couldn't you? If you would have said to me like 2 days ago about this, I would have said this is terrible, terrible value because commons weren't even selling for 300 coins.
Look at
But
what I'm
now
seeing,
commons
bro.
are there at about 600 to 650 coins. So 10 would cost you 6,000, 40 would cost you 24,000, 45 up towards 30,000. This isn't bad. It's lazy. It's not bad. I think for FIFA points, if you're the sort of person that spends FIFA points, no, I actually think even for coins, I think for coins that this is very good value. A new MacBook Pro. For the first time ever, in a Wigan space black finish. Supercharged by the M3 family of chips, the most advanced we've created for a laptop. It has a next generation GPU to move through super intense workflows. And up to 128 gigabytes of unified memory for multitasking. And it's just as fast whether plugged in or not. With a phenomenal battery life as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get. No, I didn't. Oh, Smith wrote it. I didn't get any of the 10k cards. I don't think anyway. Not that it would matter because we'll be able to sell them anyway. But I think this is good. I think that's all right. What was it? What was that? 45 players for 25,000 coins. I think that's banging value. I think that's a great pack from EA. With that being said, let's go into the SBC. Centurion Challenge 3 is there. I did see that. Oh, they finally got the card designs on Mudrik and Kulusevski. We've got Ollie Watkins. 3-star Scummers, 4-star Weekfoot. I really like the pace and shooting on him. I really like the physical on him, and the dribbling's quite good. He's got, it's not got the best pace stars, I can't lie. Rapid, acrobatic, relentless, and chip shot.
Can't just control the ball and run off. Right? I mean, yeah, just some reason why my players won't be able to control the ball. Just run off. Like, I mean, it's such a struggle just to control the ball and press up on the controller. That's all I want to do. I just want to control the ball and press up. It should be the most basic thing in the game.
Probably still just a little bit too expensive for me. But if you're a Villa fan, great, right? Not bad. Other than that, nothing there. Upgrades.
Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping we'd get the icon upgrade today, but it's not there. We have got Centurion challenging for a mega, and that's pretty cool. It is untradeable, but 31 chemistry, 78 rated, 9 rares. 1 club maximum 3, countries minimum 5, leagues minimum 2. I mean, it's so easy. What they do with this 31 chem stuff, guys, basically is just put 1 league in, and it will get you 30 chemistry, and then just put whatever position you've got spare as a nation that links with the league. So if you've got Premier League and you've got an English player, just don't. So let's have a look at team of the week. Squad back out. And days. Oh, there's some good players there. We have got 85 Edin Dzeko with 75 pace. Terrible card even still because low stamina, low agility and balance, low acceleration. He'll be dirt cheap. We have got 92 Erling Haaland, 3-star on demand. A great card. We're gonna have to see what he's like compared to his other card, and 92 Harry Kane. So he already got a card. Did he have it? Is his Trailblazers or whatever card he's got special? Is it already better than than this in terms of pace. This card's crazy though. Physical, outrageous. Shooting, outrageous. Dribbling, aside from agility.
Yeah, as soon as I get in the box, there's just some defender beside me, blood.
He's got incisive
As
pass.
soon as I get in the box, there's somebody just up my ass every single game. Game after game. It doesn't matter the mode, it doesn't matter the player. It's just game after game, blood. I can't just get the space in the box and have nobody there. You know what I mean? Like just chilling out, waiting for a pass. Just like how they do, they just go down the line and they just chill, wait for a pass, and all of a sudden they have 19 players just in the box. I mean, where is my defenders putting all that pressure on them, innit?
But could be real good. But he's not five-star high work rates and generally well-rounded stats, but not the best playstyle. Do we just start right? Now, any of his goal got bruiser plus, slide tackle and long ball. Way too slow. Broke physicals and defending. Terrible agility and balance. Average passing. Terrible pace. Terrible card. Two-star skills. Not for me. We have got who I wanted. Casey McCabe has finally got the play style. She should have been. Sorry, the inform. She should have had an inform last week. She scored 2 goals in a 2-1 win for Arsenal. She actually got this inform for her time on the island, where she got 3 goals and 2 assists in the same game. All-star week, all-star skills, 3-star week, play left wing, left mid, left back, and left wing back. And for Arsenal, she played right wing. I was excited to get a different position there, but she has got whip pass, long ball pass, slide tackle, bruiser, long throw, and rapid. Great stuff. Good pace, very good physicals, reasonable dribbling and passing with good defending as well. Shadow pencil on her. She's going into my Arsenal team, no question about it. We've got Medina, not too bad on Medina. And then Renard, probably just too slow. Good physicals and defending, reasonable passing, and other than balance, reasonable dribbling for a centre back. We've got man like the featured man, DeMarcos. He's got whip pass, intercept, and rapid. He's got left back availability as well. Just right back on him. 4-star skill moves. This is a very good card. I feel like there's a lot of good Spanish right backs from La Liga. You know, you've got Marcus Llorente's upgradable. You've got Hector Bellerin's 86 now. This is a good card. I think an anchor or a shadow on him, and he is a super right back. Very nice card for the play styles as well. We've got Bauman in goal. We've got Buongiorno, Zanotti, not very good. Barriel, 3-star, 3-star, that's too bad. We've got Freddy Lozano for his hat trick. Not bad card there. Another good period busy card. High low work race, left mid, right mid, left wing, right wing. Okay. Sorry. Very good. I like his play styles. Whip pass, Trivella, very nice. Very nice. We've got Eddie Nketiah and Andrea. And they're shot on him. Only 3-star, 3-star, which is a shame. Yeah, pretty poor card for him. And Pavaletti, pretty poor card there. Now, Eddie Nketiah, I have Evo. This Eddie Nketiah has got chip shot, power shot, dead ball. Did they give him dead ball? He didn't have dead ball already. Did they give him dead ball for scoring a penalty? They gave him a week for upgrade, even though he didn't score a goal with his left foot. They made this card better than my Evo card, I think. I'm going to have a look at that. Oh, we're going to have a look at that. That's quite frustrating. I can't even lie. That is quite frustrating. Let's go here on to footbins and have a look. First of all, Ollie Watkins. Yeah, 110k for this card is wild, guys. I don't think it's very good. I think I'd put a Hawk or a Hunter on him. I don't think it's actually a bad card in terms of the in-game stats. Like with a Hunter, great pace, great shooting, very good physicals, and decent.
So I just want to wait. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. No, yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Just waiting. I'm doing nothing else but just waiting there. And nobody was in the box, and even furthermore, the player that kicked it to some random place. Trust me, all this energy draining. When I meet you in person, but trust me, I'm gonna have all the energy, more than what I need for you. Bro. More than what I need for you, pussy.
A better card, but Nketiah is already only 43k.
Yeah, more than what I need for you.
So, Nketiah's Evo cards to an 86 that I have compared to his inform. So his inform has got 3 more pace, 10 more defending,
More than what I need for you.
accuracy, 1 more physical. But it's got 2 less shooting, 1 less dribbling, and 1 less passing. But it's 3-star, 4-star. This one has chip shot, power header, and finesse shot. They have literally given him dead ball on the inform. That's mad.
Yeah.
That's mad. Now this card, the hunter, it's just not a bad card at all. Also, I think it's so nice. Reasonable physicals, reasonable dribbling, good short passing, otherwise poor passing, great shooting stats, great pace. Isn't it weird that he scored a really good shot from outside the box and they didn't boost his long shots?
Yeah.
Well, they boosted by 9, but not really that much. But they did boost his heading by 27. They gave him dead ball. That's just so weird. I mean, I'm about it. I like it. But let's have a look at some of the other cards. So we've got Harry Kane, who already has the 92 Centurions that has 1 less physical but 6 more pace. Sorry, not Centurions. Trailblazer. And then we've got Erling Haaland, who has the 93 rated card that is way better.
Yeah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.
We've got Dzeko already down 20k, Lozano already down 25k. Palgini is up at 53k. A bit surprising because it's a bit too slow for me. Reynard at 240k. Maybe because of her rating. I mean, she has got Anticipate Plus, Jockey, Aerial, and Power. I mean, other than pace, this is a very good card. But you know what, guys, pace is everything in this game, man. We've got DeMarcos. I really like DeMarcos. As I say, I think an anchor or a shadow. I'd personally probably go with a shadow. Great pace, great defending, very good physical.
So the defender had Gabriel had possession 1-5, possession loss is 0. Yeah. Tackle success rate, what's that now? 33%. Stored tackles, tackles 1, non possession loss 1. Yeah. So for me, tackles 1, 2, possession loss 1. Okay. Tackles 1, 3, possession loss is 0. Okay. So let's go on to possession. What am I looking for? Shooting, passing, defending. So this kid has 25 interceptions. Yeah, 25 tackles, 17. So 17 tackles to my 12, 8 tackles, 1 to my 7, 25 interception to my 13, and 3 saves to my 5 saves. And he ended up scoring more. So the last game, yeah, what was it? The last game it was my 12 shots for his 8. We drew the game 2-2. It's basically the same but reversed now. He had the 12 shot, I have 7, but he scored 4 from it. Yeah. So defensive line breaks over. He attempted the same 4. I don't know how that makes sense because that obviously didn't happen in the game. Defensive line break through. As usual, they have 5, and I'm in the negative situation as fucking usual. Match facts. This one I'm looking for. I'm looking for blocks in it. There might be defending. So he had 1 block, 25 interceptions, 5 slide tackles, 7 tackles, 1. I had 8 tackles, 1, 3 slide tackles, 1 sliding, 13, 0 blocks, 5 saves. So you can see something's clearly wrong. Because look at where look at his map. Look at his map that says M24 Union, where he's in blue. You can see that he's pretty much winning the ball all over the fucking pitch. And you can see my tackles are only concentrated to the right side of the pitch for some reason, which means I'm not winning any tackles on the left. You know what I mean? So you're telling me that that kid didn't come down the line once on the left? Let's have a look through the replays. You're telling me that that guy didn't come down once on the left? Let's see. Fucking knackered, bro. So tired. So tired.
The US government
Yeah.
has all sorts of secrets, from the absurd to the insane.
So they coming up with some shit about the US government secret, right? British um, government government secrets. They didn't want me to know. Secrets they don't want you to know. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Top 9 government secrets. See if we can find anything on the British government. You know what I mean? Because they're so innocent and apparently America is really bad. So let's see. They're allies, aren't they? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I don't see why they're constantly exposing America, but it doesn't make much sense to me, you know. I mean, so let's see. Nothing about Britain, no, no, no. Alright, okay, alright. So let's just go British government secrets. Let's just go on British government secrets because they keep bringing up America, so I don't know why they're snitching on other people for it. Okay, the secret nuclear bunker built for the British government. Let's watch that. Yeah, let's watch that. So let's see what M23 means in the occult, innit? So where we are now? M23. So that guy goes called M23 Union. Yeah. Okay, so let's go. M23 occult. Yeah, 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 occult. I'm so tired. M23 occult. Let's see this here. What is this? RDC. I don't know what that is. From translate page from French. Why would it be in French? So M23 rebellion timeline. Let M23 cease and let combat. M23 rebels surrender DRC. US and UN target M23 commander with sanctions. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. So they target the niggas with sanctions. And these guys don't have phosphorus bombs and various forms of air to ground missiles. These men are running around with fucking AKs, brother, and they're not even bulletproof vests, as you can see. These men are barefoot, bare chested out there, and they're sanctioning them. But Israel is allowed to bomb them people in Palestine indiscriminately. I ain't really political, but I think that has to be pointed out. That's quite odd, isn't it? Quite strange that the United Nations, which is run by white people, if we must say, it was created as a result of World War II. Yeah, yeah. So the United Nations and European, whatever they call that thing, are both run by white people basically. You. So for some reason they are sanctioning them, but Israel is free to run around with no problems at all. So yeah, but that's not what I was looking for. That kid had M23 in his name, innit? So they do like to sanction black people a lot, innit? You know what I mean? It's economic destruction and control, innit? I mean, starve the niggas to death, you get me? It's the same thing Israel is over there doing to Palestine. Starving the people, innit? So M23, what was it now? M23 Mason. Yeah, let's see what that. Let's see if we can find something there. I don't understand what it means by that. So it's coming up with niggas again, you know what I mean? M23, M23, Mason, right? The Secrets of the Masons, Alex Mason, Mason Greenwood. They got rid of one Mason from Manchester United and brought another one. They constantly carry Masons through blood, they get me? Why don't they get Masons to fix the stadium up properly? Innit? What about that Mason, you get me? They don't need fixing. But they got rid of Mason Greenwood and brought a different fucking Mason there, you get me? You know, I even shit I want blood. Right, so tactical Mason, alright, cool. So M23 Mason, yeah, this is the shit one. So he went from blue to red. We don't want that Mason. Send him back, blood. Like, I mean, so Rochester, what's it called? Stony Creek Lodge, number 5, Rochester. I don't know where Rochester is, but you'd assume that's somewhere in the north, innit? All them Chesters are somewhere down there, innit? Yeah, so they got rid of this Mason. So they shipped the black Mason now and brought, I guess, a blue Mason. Send that one back to Chelsea, but like, we don't want them down there, but fuck off. Well, that's not what I'm looking for anyway, before I get distracted. So M23 gang. Alright, what did I say about gang? So it said something, man. So what was it? It said some shit before, right? It said M23 gang. Alright, so M23 gang. Alright, let's go on now. So M23 gang. So M23 is a postcode in England, yeah? So M23 gang. So M23 postcode. What area is that? Postcode. Let's see what area in Manchester that. M23. 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 M23 9FE maps on that. So M23 2ZU. What part is this? Where is this? Wait. So view image. So Chapel House Round, Parkway, Old Spinning, Noel Green. So M23, is that Manchester? Or is that Newell Green? Where's Newell Green? Is that Woodenshaw? Yeah, I swear that's Woodenshaw. Play space, playing ground, Noel Green. Woodhouse Park. Yeah, I swear that's Woodenshaw. So he was called M23 Union. So Gladeside Road. Yeah, so definitely down there, isn't it? So let's see what the word union stands for. Union meaning. Let's see what union means. So apparently M23 unite. M20. Another word for united is union, isn't it? Yeah, I mean. So both of them start with U, isn't it? So there is some suspicious cheap flight deal for me. So another word for united is union. It merely means the same thing. Innit? So the action of joining together or the fact of being joined together, especially in a political context. So you can see either these guys are dumb as hell or it's exactly what they meant to say. Okay, so union. The noun for union, the action of joining together or the fact of being joined together, especially in a political context. He was opposed to closer political or economic union with Europe, a currency union between the two countries. A society or association formed by people with a common interest or purpose, members of the student union. A political union consisting of a number of states or province with the same central government. So, right, so province is like towns, you know what I mean? So Manchester technically would be the state, yeah? Manchester would technically be the state, and province are like little areas, you know what I mean? Little garrisons, little communities, blah blah blah. So I don't know why that cunt came up with his M23 union. But I guess I'll have to frequent M23 to see how it plays out around there, innit? Because like I say, I could go through every single name these people have. You'd realize when you look at the meaning, you go on Google and Google the meaning. It means something. It's not random, innit?
I thought it was about the same as a family car.
I'm looking for some British government secrets right now, innit? Because my YouTube seems to doesn't say talk about Britain in any way, innit? It doesn't. It's always some American or Russian stuff. But it seems like Britain has never done anything and nobody has made a YouTube video about it, innit? So I see what's up with Africa. I see shit about America and aliens. I'm usually bombarded with pure Russian stuff. The Hitler, top 10 dark secrets about Britain. Let's go with that one.
Welcome to Watch Mojo UK.
Because I just found one of the biggest secrets they have.
Picks for the top 10 dark secrets about Britain. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell.
What exactly are these people unified in? So are they unified in keeping their racism a secret? Are they unified in keeping the economic destruction of immigrants a secret? Or are they just unified in a common interest of disliking some nigger that would come and win everything and have all the money and fuck off? So I guess I take all the jobs, innit? I guess I might rape the daughters and not.
After winning a battle in 1814,
So the EDL is already unified. That's exactly what that union what they're talking about is the EDL. That pure white man in this country have a militia because it is a militia. It should be labeled as a terrorist organization.
they thought, what better to strike fear into the US than setting the literal White House ablaze? A couple of days after ransacking Washington, the fire was eventually quelled when a massive storm descended with torrential rain, saving numerous buildings. Pretty lucky. Number 9, testing Sarin. After World War II, the UK.
So Manchester United is going to be playing Newcastle in a minute, so this is going to be my last game.
And not many were going to sign up for that. So they told people it was a test to cure the common cold. Soon, many members of the military signed up at the Porton Down facility. One volunteer was 20-year-old Richard Madison. On his arm, he received a few drops of sarin. Not long after, he perished. An inquest in 1953 said it was a misadventure. Officials then threatened Madison's father with the Official Secrets Act if he told anyone. A new
I tell everybody, fuck you and your official secrets, pussy. I ain't working with you, man.
It's a shame it took so long to get the correct answer. Number 8, the Irish potato.
So apparently in Britain has got a history of lying to its own soldiers and military. So a couple of years ago, they told some soldiers that, oh, we're just running a test. Don't you worry, it's fine. And these fools volunteered for it. And they injected them with some shit and they were dead in weeks. They can see these men are like, I take you man posed to me very seriously, bro. Very serious. Trust me, you might think it's a joke, but I'm very serious about it.
After World War II, the UK decided they wanted to test our nerve agents. They needed human volunteers.
Bro, so in World War II, Britain was developing what is a nerve agent. Yeah, there's various forms of it. So some of them can cause temporary paralysis, permanent paralysis. Some can stop certain joints in your body, certain limbs, muscles in your body from working. It can fuck with your stomach, fuck with your dietary system. It can cause various forms of rashes and various problems. So you'll be just sat there itching for 300 years. I don't know why you're itching. You get me, innit? So obviously they've been developing these things for over 100 years. So for a country that has developed nerve agents, for what reason? Because I'm sure it's illegal, blood. I'm sure a nerve agent is illegal. Why would a country that is claiming to be a democratic state where everyone has the right um, would develop such technologies? Who are they planning to use it on? Because it didn't say study, it said develop. I mean, it did not say study, it said develop. So study would mean some other country created it and they're trying to study it, see if they can find a cure so their people don't get done. It says develop. They're creating it. So from a country that historically creating a goddamn mechanism or weapon that can wipe humanity off the planet if they choose, or paralyze anybody they choose, these guns can get warrants, come into your house, give you nerve agents that doctors won't have a clue exist, yeah? And next minute you're being diagnosed with some sort of autoimmune disease. And guess what? You're now about to die in less than 6 months and they just murder you and move on. It's like, is that what they're unified in? With the white man's madness, you get me, innit? Because in 100 years ago, when they after World War II, obviously this country was run by royal family and its team, innit? So for them to be developing that, she obviously knew about it. She obviously knew about it. You man got a door, you got ports, you got boats, you got planes, and if not, throw me out to sea, innit? I ain't backing down, big. What's the need of creating stuff if you don't plan on using it? Who does that? You don't create nothing if you ain't planning on using it. I can tell you that. I mean, so yeah, so it was called a Sarian, yeah. So the nerve agent that they created was called a Sarian nerve agent, and they were killing their own soldiers bro, with it. Yeah, they're testing it out and killing their own fucking soldiers with it. Bro. So if these men are killing their own white soldiers, yeah, what would they do to me, blood? I take the check you man posted is very serious, very. If I go after the history of this place, like I have to take it serious, but like I have to. I can't joke around with the situation. It's not a joke. It really isn't. If they're doing that to their own white soldiers, bro, what the fuck would they do to me? You get me? They can see to develop a nerve agent is as pointless as developing nuclear weapons at the time. Yeah, because nuclear weapons were developed. It wasn't meant to be a weapon. It was just fucking uranium that was meant to basically make electricity, the electric grid stable and feasible, so they can have current, where they can have what do you call it now, where they can have what do you call it, where they can have stable current and electricity. So so your power don't continuously fucking cut off all the time. Yeah, because obviously at the time there weren't really much wind turbines and tunnels and they were just basically going off mainly dams and like an analog sort of electric grid. So the nuclear shit came into play for that reason. The scientists eventually figured it out and they stabilized it, and hence you have current. Yeah, them man after doing what they got their fucking jobs, then turned around and decided, oh, we got a bit left over. Let's fuck around and see if we can blow up some shit. I mean, it should go through history. Yeah, weapons and any weapon out there that can kill more than enough people that it should have been created by white people. But, you man are crazy, bro. And you man pose a serious threat to me, but serious. If I go after your history, yeah, I mean weapons of mass destruction, bombs, shit like that. It's you man who developed all of that shit. Everybody else just followed, didn't it? Because why let you man have all that and they can't do the same, innit? I mean, that's too much power. So you can see why certain countries in the Middle East are allowed to develop certain things. It's because it's only the white man that should have all that sort of capability to kill thousands of you at once at will if he feels the necessary. I mean, so he can go and convince any goddamn person that you are a threat and blow your clout up and then say, oh, it was proportional. They can come and inject you with any sort of nerve agent they feel like and cause autoimmune problems that won't show up in any known test. Because your NHS, any fucking doctor out there, is not going to be testing for nerve agents. It's the last thing they're going to be testing for. Unless somebody has dealt with that before, they're never going to think of that. So they can do that to your clot, kill your clot, and tell you that, oh, you just have some autoimmune disease. It happens to 1 in a million people. And unfortunately, you as a political enemy of the state was unlucky enough. That's funny, man. I do take him man as a very serious threat. I might be laughing, but I do think you have a serious threat to very. Really.
And not many were going to sign up for that. So they told people it was a test to cure the common cold. Soon, many members of the military signed up at the Porton Down facility. One volunteer was 20-year-old Richard Madison. On his arm, he received a few
So you
drops
can
of
see they
sarin,
have a history of lying to people and getting people to volunteer for shit that is not the truth. So they're, what is it called? Is it mis-selling? Yeah, yeah. False advertisement. Yeah, I mean, all of that.
If he told anyone.
Yeah, I mean,
The new inquest happened in 2004.
all of that.
The found Madison's slaying was unlawful. It's a shame it took so long to get the correct answer.
So I mean,
Number 8, the Irish potato famine and Charles Trevelyan. If you were going to learn about any of these grim events at school, typically it would be this one that would be mentioned. But what they don't say is, even though they didn't cause it, how much the UK played in the destruction of over 1 million lives and causing 2 million to leave Ireland. This was all achieved by appointing Charles Trevelyan, a man who hated Ireland, to administer. Grown up sensible thoughts. What do you know about anything? I know a bit about cats. Delay or cancel flight? Let's get you some confirmation.
I mean, so you can hear about
Believed to the country in 1845. He believed God was teaching the Irish a lesson with the famine. Trevelyan did everything he could to delay the relief.
right. So watch this guy say this. Yeah, it shows that they know what I'm doing.
To make it worse, Trevelyan was knighted for his services.
That's funny.
Number 7, the Pet Massacre. With a title like that, yikes! In 1939, the government put together a team to provide information for people on what to do with their pets if/when the Second World War broke out. The biggest issue was rationing. Either pet owners would split theirs with the animals or let the pets starve. So the government released a pamphlet with advice saying that owners should move their pets to the countryside. If that's not doable, then it's kinder to have them destroyed.
Look at that,
An
bird.
advert
Like,
for a Bolt pistol also included in the literature. When the war kicked off, people panicked and went to the vets to have their animals put down. Estimates claim that 750,000 pets were slain during the event. Number 6, the Amritsar Massacre. Also known as the Jallianwala Bagh Massacre in 1919, a group of people defied the British and protested in the Jallianwala Bagh Garden in Punjab, India. They were dismayed by British colonialism in India. In response, Brigadier Reginald Dyer ordered his soldiers to block in the protesters. He then told his soldiers to fire upon them until they ran out of ammunition. Estimates put the number of those slain as high as 1,500. Dyer was portrayed
so they have this country will tell you that there is all these type of dictators and Hitler and Idi Amin, the butcher of fucking Manchester, and not Manchester, butcher of wherever, Rwanda, wherever the fuck Idi Amin was from. But these men have been locking man in houses and slaying them, blood. And just saying to themselves, oh, just fire until you run out of shots, blood. Like, what kind of people are these, blood? Yeah, you gotta play, you got ships, you know what I mean? Put them leg braces on so I can't run, you get me? Yeah. Blindfold and handcuffs and drop me off at sea, blood.
They targeted anyone that helped the guerrilla fighters. The captives were placed in these camps with horrid conditions, with only tents for protection from the elements, lack of food, and next to no hygiene measures.
Yeah.
This caused disease and
So the twice he just run through, no problem at all. I don't need to change your mind. These things are embedded in you, man. But it's just who you man are, and then fine, isn't it? It's just who you are, and then that's okay, isn't it? We all can be ourselves. I mean, what is definitely sure that you man are cowards. History has proven that.
The UK has also stood by as multiple famines ravaged India.
It has proven that you men are cowards. Locking people in buildings and just indiscriminately shooting inside the building. The coward act by its very definition, bro. Creating nerve agents that basically paralyze your target so he can't fight you. But coward, bro. Cowardly acts, bro. So by its definition, you man are cowards, bro. Like, get me? You man are bullies, bro. Like, it's not a joke. It's real, actually a real concept. You man are bullies. You want to do bad things, but don't want it returned your way, innit?
Churchill showed no remorse by stating at the time his hatred of India and blaming the famine on the people. Number 3, partition of India. In 1947, with the end of British rule in India, new country lines needed to be made to create Pakistan and India.
Yeah.
So Cyril Radcliffe was given the role of partitioning the country.
So he's just getting away. Yeah, I'm telling you that I'll never stop, bro. I'll never stop against you, man. I won't stop till I find you, white boy. Yeah, I won't stop. I really won't stop. I'll find you. So you're just doing your best until the day we come together, innit? There will be no union, but we are coming together. A car crash again between me and you, bro.
Muslims were now in India, while Sheikhs and Hindus were in Pakistan.
We are coming together. Fucking devastation.
Were left to flee across the fresh borders. This caused a huge amount of injuries and fatalities. Number 2, the Mau Mau uprising. From 1952 to 1960, the uprising took place in Kenya. There, the Kenya Land and Freedom Army rebelled against British rule. With the atrocities from World War II being public knowledge, you might think the UK would avoid using concentration camps. But no. Thousands of people were imprisoned in grim conditions, where torture was regularly inflicted. Some estimates have stated that as many as 100,000 people may have perished in the camps.
That's their legacy, you get me? That's the history that they're fighting to celebrate, you know? That's their dominance, you know what I mean?
228 people that were still alive.
And these men are liars about intelligence, but like, these men ain't smart. They believe that you can brutalize people into submission. It never has worked, it never will work. Shows that you man are more sadist than anything else. Because you refuse to give up a plan that has never worked. Has always end up with innocent people getting hurt. It's long been you man prefer it that way, you know. It's what your dad's did, so it's what humans do, isn't it?
Abolition Act was passed. Finally, people were free. However, the now former slave owners had a tantrum and demanded compensation for the enforced changes. So instead of focusing on helping the released captives, the UK enacted the Slave Compensation Act in 1837. And it is
Look at that, just all the way through.
They used
Yeah, random. Cool. Yeah. Look at this now, random.
To over 40,000 awards. At
Yeah, so just getting away random. I can see here, just by himself, random, just walking through all of it, random. I can see all of that.
And that wasn't paid off until 182 years later, in 2015. Those freed from slavery, on the other hand, got nothing.
Nothing.
You agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Watchmojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Steve Barrero, fair play. And the thing is with Anthony, bro, he's a talented player.
So I don't know what's going on there, but this is what's going on my FIFA. Bro. So I guess this is a nerve agent for FIFA, isn't it? Because a nerve agent can affect you in numerous ways.
He's the human version of the communist, isn't he?
Yeah, so I'm now listening to one of these Nazis, That's very strange, isn't it? The the Nazis were accused of committing certain crimes against humanity, and they got up in arms and went over there. They just didn't want the Nazis to do it. They were, you get me? It's not the shit that was done. It's just that they didn't want them to do it. So we're gonna see what a nerve agent is, and we're gonna end the game on that tonight. Yeah. So what is a nerve agent and various forms of it? Yeah. Nerve, a nerve agent. So nerve agent symptoms. So before I look at the symptoms, I've never looked at that before. So between 2019 and 2022, the NHS has systematically targeted me and got numerous involuntary psychiatric holds and constantly tried to justify injecting me. They've held me down numerous times. Between 2021 and 2022, they gave me an injection in the hospital, and a black woman, she works for the NHS, a black African woman, where she's called Seema Dube. She came to my house saying that she's a RNA registered nurse. I said that, oh, they said that, oh, I need to get an injection. And I said, well, you want to inject me inside my house? She was like, yeah. So she said, if I didn't take the injection, I'd go right back into hospital. I said, for what? Anyway, I tucked my tail between my legs, took the injection because I didn't want to go back in, not realizing that it was a manipulation. And then for 6 months, I was unable to function. Um, I couldn't have a shower properly. I couldn't stay up more than an hour per day, i.e., I'd lie in bed, sleep the whole day through. Whenever I tried to like fight the sleep and stay up, my back, all the muscles in my back would be extremely tense. My lower spinal cord would have like not a sharp pain, but more like this dull thumping pain. So instead of it being like sharp, like needles, like dull, you just feel this pressure. I would feel this pressure at the lower part of my spinal cord and the top part where my skull and my spinal cord connects. I'd feel like this weird sensation that the only way to ease it would be to just lie in bed, innit? So for 6 months I lied in bed like my eyes I couldn't see, like my vision went so blurry and foggy. My head, I don't, it was just a mad situation, blood, like crazy, blood. Like I couldn't stop going to the toilet. Like I couldn't control like my urine. I couldn't control my shits. Nothing. Like 6 months I spent like that, and I said I'm never going back. Like every week they had me saying that if I don't go to this place called Wearmouth at the top of Oldham Road before you get to the Oldham Motor and little roundabout where you can go to Oldham City Centre or go right or left towards the hospital. This little place called Werner. They were kept on injecting me in. So for 5 months, I've been saying to this Indian doctor Called, he said he was called Dr. Roy. I was saying to him, say, right, look, man, I can't see, I can't function. And he said nothing. He's like, oh, it will wear off, it will wear off. And basically, I had to fight one day, like to stay up and try and Google why that is happening to me. And it said, I found something called something.org. It's basically some shit like to do with the NHS and mental health services. And it said, oh, if you're experiencing adverse effects from what's it called, from the deeper injection, the doctor should give you a set of tablets that would basically stop, would be a solution for it. And the Dr. Roy waited 5 months and didn't, none of them said nothing. The black bitch from Africa that works for the NHS, she said nothing. The pussy Indian doctor from India, he said nothing. The Jewish manager at the time called Stephen Dubé, he said nothing. So one African black woman, one Indian man, one Jewish white man, my partner who is a British white person, my own mother who is a black Jamaican, they all sit by and watch me there. It's because they try to get me to take my own life. Because who wants to be like that? And that's why they didn't do anything about it. So it's obvious what they did. The reason why I didn't attack Dr. Roy or the woman is because they were going around telling Manchester lies that I am a woman beater. And guess what? How am I going to prove that whatever she injected me with was the result of that? She worked for the fucking NHS. And it would only be the NHS who could prove that well something was done there and given to you that obviously was wrong or not normal. And she worked for them. So she has no power. She's just some African woman that immigrated and worked for them. She had no power. So she didn't do that on her own. Some white man or white woman in this country instructed her to do that. Or possibly instructed her as the black woman to take the fall for it. She could have been some unwitting fool who thought she was just doing her job. They gave her whatever, not knowing what it really was. You get me? You can see that making sense as well, isn't it? So running nose, tightness of chest, constriction of pupils, difficulty breathing, nausea, like yeah, all of that and all of that. So nerve agents are irreversible and sential what? Acid acetyl clonisteres inhibitors used as poison. Poisoning by a nerve agent leads to a constriction of pupils, profuse salivation. And if you see me, I'm constantly spitting blood. But anyway, I'm always spitting and I don't know why. Convulsions and involuntary urination and defecation, i.e., you're constantly shitting blood. Yeah? And constantly pissing. With the first symptoms appearing in seconds of exposure. So it would say it's an irreversible shit. Yeah? But poisoning, you have lethal dose of poison and you have mild forms of it. So say it takes 100 milligrams to kill a full grown adult. Yeah? 20 milligrams of poison wouldn't kill you, it would just fuck you up for life. You know what I mean? I.e., your stomach would be burnt to bits, your kidneys would be burnt to bits, all of that inside you would be absolutely destroyed. It's not enough to kill you, but it's enough to burn your fucking insides to absolutely nothing. And where do I go to get help? Because where would I go to get that sort of help? To go back to Jamaica, Jamaica wouldn't have the facilities to, I guess, dig into the type of shit they've got in England. Yeah, Jamaica would stand no chance to finding that. I don't have the money to go and pay for private doctors to do it. Yeah, because you'd have to pay doctors a substantial amount to put their careers at risk to prove that yes, this did happen or this is the case. Like, so you can see, I don't only have the NHS, and the NHS is a government body in its very fucking state. You get me? Yeah? So you can see it is possible because I've got bare gastro problems for years in this country, In Jamaica, I never had any gastro issues. Never, never, none at all. Yeah. I came to England, like the first 2 years I came, I didn't know anyone. I was just locked up in this house with my mother and father. Yeah. And then in about 2010, I met who they said, or what was it? They had identified as my cousin and was introduced as such. Next minute, the moment I started hanging around with them, next minute I've got police banging at my door, locking me up, claiming that I'm involved in fraud. I've got rumors going around that I'm a domestic abuse. Immediately, blood. I came to England in 2000, fucking eight. Yeah, I came to England in 2008. I met nobody, no family, no friend. The only one was some fool called Pam. Yeah, I never met her kids or nothing. Yeah, she had a little son called Josh at the time, I think. Yeah, he's the only one I met. So for 2 years, I sat in this house. My parents didn't tell me that, oh, you can go to college and you don't have to pay for it, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you can go and get a job, blah, blah, blah. Nobody. I thought I wasn't allowed to work and that. So for 2 years, I sat in that house putting on pure weight, being depressed and being unhappy, moving to this fucking place. Yeah? 2010, I met this girl, and ever since I met her, bloodline, my life has just been absolutely a mess, blood. Ever since I met this girl, blood. This girl was a pestilence on my life, blood. You know what I mean? This girl has been a pestilence on my life, and she is a major reason why the British government is fucking with me. Did they send her to me? I probably think that is the case. That I do think that is the case that she sent her to me. They sent her to me so they can justify and convince those who they need to convince for surveillance to be placed on me. I think she was used for that. hmm And once they get the authorization for surveillance, guess what? They now have access to your property 24/7 a day. They can go into your property as much as they feel like, as long as you're not there. They can walk in and out. So you can obviously see people in the community would notice and say, why you man, who are you man, why you man keep going into their houses? So you can see they had to make something up to tell the community. They had to say something. So, but that gives them the leeway to do anything to anybody. So you can see where poisoning is basically like how they say conspiracy theories. It's lost its true meaning of what it actually means. So when somebody is poisoned, it doesn't necessarily mean it's meant to kill you. Poisoning can cause disruptions with the organs. There are various forms of poisoning. There's lethal doses of poisoning. Just like how you can have an overdose on certain type of medication, you took a lethal dose of it, but then you have the recommended dose and lower. Yeah. So poisoning works the same way. You can have a lethal dose of poisoning that will obviously kill you over a period of time. Yeah. But then you can have basic shit like a lower dose. So, i.e., 100 milligrams would fucking sure to kill you over a period of time. 20 milligram is going to make you extremely uncomfortable inside your own body. The doctors won't think that's what is wrong with you. That's the last thing they're gonna think. That some fucking British cunt poisoned you. And guess what? They obviously know how poisoning works because they've got a long history of it. They they will know that, well, if we do this to him, the doctors isn't going to think about it and think, oh, he's possibly being poisoned. Yeah, because guess what? The only way it will come down to that is if you are actually dying, you get me? But if you're just complaining about itchy skin, rashes, stomach problems, I mean, your hair falling out, losing your hair, all of these signs are signs of poisoning, you get me? You know? Even if your organs are fucked up, it's gonna fuck up your limbic system. It's gonna fuck up your what's it called? Esophagus. It's gonna fuck up your lungs and kidneys. It'll fuck up your stomach, fuck up your nerve system. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a mess inside of your body, bro. Yeah. So it's gonna be a mess inside of your body at the end of all that. So what they've done is obviously know that well, poisoning me just randomly dying for no reason will bring too much suspicion. Yeah. So what they've more likely have done is giving me a 20-30% of what the poisoning is, which would not have the death associated with it. It would just be a lot of pain, distress, anguish. The doctors either would be a part of it because you either be farmed into certain doctors that is in bed with the state, or the doctors really won't think that. Nah, they won't just think you're being poisoned. They're just gonna say, "Oh, you're paranoid, isn't it?" Because that's what they've been trained to think. But I could count every day how much times I use the toilet a day, vary whichever form of using the toilet, at least 20 times, you know what I mean, per day, you know what I mean. So you can imagine over a week span, blood. I can't eat nothing without a issue. I urinate more than fucking 10 times a day. You get me in it, like, and it makes sense now looking at what that's saying there. Because I obviously didn't know, because I would have never said it before because I didn't think of it. But I've been to the doctor pure times trying to get help, and they keep saying they can't find anything wrong with me. And they keep saying it is because they're obviously not testing for nerve agents. Why the fuck would they, innit? I mean, well, you can see people hair falling out, I mean, itchy skin, rashes, breaking out in spots, cold sweat. I mean, what you call it now? Heart palpitations, difficulty breathing. All of these things are a sign of poisoning. For we were led to believe, oh, when somebody's poisoning you, they're trying to kill you. Yeah. But yes, they are, but not in the way most people think. The average man will just obviously are stupid, one would say, and use lethal doses. But if you poison somebody by fucking up the system, it makes their lives very difficult because they constantly have ailments. All right, cool. Eventually, it's going to take a toll on the respiratory system, which is going to cause lack of oxygen, which is going to cause your brain not to function properly, which is going to cause you to be more sleepy, easily irritable, easily fatigued. Various forms of these things will come as a result of that. Yeah? Various forms of things will come as a result of that, which would possibly lead to some people taking their own lives and just giving up and thinking they can't be bothered anymore and just give up. So you can see it's proxy. And proxy is basically doing something without doing it yourself. So, i.e., the proxy way of killing someone is you not physically shooting or stabbing them, but doing something that leads to them doing it to themselves, isn't it? So, mild poisoning, so i.e., if a scorpion stings you or a snake, yeah, if you don't get the antidote, it's going to fuck you up and kill you. But if you get the antidote, you'd be left with just some mild form of symptoms there. For the rest of your life, you would have them certain symptoms as a result of poisoning from a scorpion or a snake. You would look physically like you've made a full recovery, but you will always have certain symptoms. So you can see where any sort of poisoning can be done like that. And obviously they've got a history of studying it. Then you can really see where it makes sense, innit? So I find it quite coincidental that that kid came up with his union. So they're unified in racism because the EDL is meant to drive out immigrants. But if a group of people wants to drive you out and you refuse to leave, what would they do as a result? So I end the show there.